And
o'clock.
it's game o'clock, everyone. Wow. So the Strimmy Stram is live, and let's get some music in here. Sure, if I God, I hate this rhythm bot so
See if
much.
the music will play,
Yeah.
or whether it will take its time.
Hey! So, as we return to the thrilling world of Thaera, where the company of Dawn's Light continue their quest, not only to save the life of their friend Roman and his soul from the clutches of the evil fiend Verkal, his patron, they are also on the quest to save the very plane itself from utter destruction and domination by the very fiend lord who is tied to your party. Recently, you met with one of his generals yet again. The Beastmaster Vasilla rode atop a giant beast of the waves in one final last-ditch effort to crush you all and claim her prize and restore her usefulness in the eyes of her master. But being the stalwart group that you are, you bested her, but not at no cost. Unfortunately, the valiant hero Norman fell, eaten whole by the beast, and due to some very frantic quick thinking from the entire party, Neve was able to rescue him from the belly of the beast. As you prepared to use Honiel's magics to restore life into your former friend, place his soul firmly back in his body, and return him to where he ought to be, amongst his family and friends, there was something amiss. Unfortunately, his soul was in contention. Something else vied for him. The goddess Marine tried desperately to keep his soul in place, but she was weak. She is dealing with all kinds of people who need her. It is a dark time for Thaera, and Marine's efforts are stretched thin. You needed to disrupt and distract the dark god Bashal, who had come to claim Norman's soul. Using clever manipulations of the dream that Neve is somehow getting more and more adept at, you were able to enter the dreamscape, the plane of dreams itself, and find the god Bashal. Thinking it was a lot easier than it should be to defeat him on the dreamscape, you were indeed correct. And as each of you fell one by one, you just held on long enough for Honiel to return his soul to his body. You have awoken back on the board of the ship and have exchanged a few nice words between each other as your friend and loved one, I'd say you all love each other at this point, is back with you. So we'll pick up from where you were last time, as the rest of the crew are giving you plenty of space, as they know that this is a tender moment. But you've already said a few little words to Norman and given him the initial welcome back. But, yeah.
Norman, yeah!
I feel like I'm nearly dead.
Well,
Oh, don't worry, buddy. Same.
that will pass.
Oh, Neve.
It's alright. It's just loud noises.
How are you feeling? Are you okay?
I think
I'm not doing that anymore. But it's so good to see you.
Jaden, you've got an itch on the back of your neck.
well,
He starts scratching it a little bit.
Ow!
Oh,
Oof.
no,
No, that's sore. That hurts.
Ow! Oof. So fuck. Yeah, like, that was really intense, that. You know, like, that battle, like... Oh, did you see me summon Clay? Clay fucking Malone. Ow.
You okay?
why do you keep saying ow?
Ow. Something bit me at the back of my neck. Like...
No half word.
What do you mean?
It's gonna
like
turn
a
around and-
little bug bite, like scratchy?
I don't know, like... Can you have a look for me? He's gonna turn around and...
Let's Neve
Show
have
his neck.
a look at you.
Okay, so who's looking at the back of Jaden's neck?
Look with me, Honiel.
Okay. We will examine his neck.
Yeah, you can see there's like a little red. It looks like a little burn mark almost, like a little red sear, and like Jaden, you get a jolt of pain as you can see that it seems to be moving almost like something's drawing a line, something's burning onto his neck.
Oh.
How that fucking hurts.
What is it?
Well, I don't know if
happened?
this is like a side thing of him falling.
Yeah, it's kind of growing, and it looks like it's slowly spreading, as if you've kind of got like a pen and someone's pressed it onto Jaden's back and then is slowly like moving it around. That's what kind of like the burn looks like.
What happened there? I did not see.
He fell
was
before
busy.
we did. He was down for a little bit.
You fall over in dream?
Yeah. Yeah, like, oh, ow, ow, ow.
Yeah, it's spreading. You can see there's different little tangents and branches coming off it now, and some of it's kind of circular, some of it's a bit more angular.
I don't feel well.
He's marking him.
Sit down, Jaden.
He's gonna sit down and just be like, bleh.
I don't know if I can stop this. I don't even know what this is.
I do not know. What can it be? How would
So
stop?
it's started to spread a bit more exponentially now, and it's starting to kind of form actual shapes. You can either just
Arcana
wait.
check?
Roll Arcana or Insight. You can either kind of. So depending on what you roll is what I'll kind of give you.
Go with insight.
So, Insight Honiel, you can see that this looks like the burn's almost making several interconnected eye shapes. And Roman and Norman, you are very versed with kind of like gaiuses and curses and the ire of gods. This is definitely someone being marked by a god in some kind of curse or hex.
Oh no.
The hex. Can we counter it in some way? Roman will attempt to stop the inscription with
Okay, what, lads?
to stop
And
it.
I'll cast protection from evil on him, because why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Roman
How-
tries to blast a big pile of anti-magic at the forming symbol.
So, as you begin to cast Dispel... Is it Dispel Magic? Yeah, Dispel
okay,
Magic.
so-
You can feel that there's, like... You can almost see the burn marks kind of, like, receding ever so slightly in certain places. Almost like you're redoing time. And then, Jaden, you have a horrid burning sensation. As this is substantially painful, as you'll take a point of damage from this. And it will almost push back twice as hard now, really solidifying the fact that it is not moving and it is going there.
I'm
Ow,
gonna
ow!
cast like control water, shape water, and just try and hold it to try and alleviate some of the pain.
Yeah,
I cannot stop this from happening. I know I can't.
I'm gonna spend the key point and make my wraps into cold ones and put that on the back of my neck.
yeah, that'll be cool
Yeah.
and soothing, but it does not stop what now is fully formed on the back of his neck. 3 varying shaped eye symbols. Some of them have like a little slit iris, some of them almost look goat-like in shape, and one of them just looks like a normal kind of humanoid iris. 3 of them in a little triangle shape right on Jaden's nape.
I don't like that. I'm sorry, Jaden.
Being
Marked me.
marked by him?
It's going to be. There
So
must
it would
be.
seem.
Just what we've just done. It's not gonna
Does
piss
that mean-
anyone off. So you know,
How do we get rid of it?
I don't
do
know
not
yet.
know.
But I start digging in my pouch and I like mush some leaves together and I start painting on his back not no particular spell, but more just like a warding around it. Of, like,
Yeah.
Not go any further. Stop. So I'll do like some druidic symbols.
Is it because of what happened in the dream?
I think so.
Hey,
That's
What
roll
did
so-
happen? Please tell me what happened. I did not see.
So we got into the realms of dreaming, and I helped guide people to where, like I guess, his gaze was nearest, and well, I mean, I was hoping we are gonna talk to it, but we had tried to stab it a lot, and Jaden, he kind of got not eaten by things, but it wasn't good.
What?
It was real bad. We couldn't get to him.
Student fell in battle. And we
Honeyel,
couldn't get to him in
you're a
time.
woman of the gods. Can you roll for me a religion check?
I can certainly try. No.
No, absolutely not. You were a very practical, hands-on follower of
Yeah,
the
I'm a
gods.
doer, I'm not a thinker.
Yeah, not a studious follower of the gods. You
Yeah, I
have
didn't read any of the books.
no, none.
Well, I mean, some of the others fell too, but that was just before it all was all done with, and we couldn't stay there any longer.
Did he die in dream?
Yes.
As much as I could tell, he was out of view.
Oh. It could be.
So this will just be general kind of maybe piecing together bits of knowledge. So everyone has an equal footing here. So if everyone just rolls flat intelligence, there's no skill tied to this. Just want to see if your character does any cool brain thinking. Oh my god, Jaden and Roman, the dinguses.
Right?
Yeah.
Yay.
We are the true dinguses.
So you don't know really how the dreamscape works or how these kind of things play into effect, but you know that it's not Jaden's physical body that was in the dream. So the thought of the gods having any kind of sway over anything physical of Jaden's is weird. So there's got to be something else that he has marked, which is now coming through on Jaden's actual body. That's as much as I'm giving you.
Oh,
We'll have to give it more thought.
You let us know if it gets any worse or anything like that.
Yeah.
I think we-
you know me, like falling out of trees, screaming in pain. You know. Oh, I'm sure you'll fucking hear me if it gets
happens
worse.
a lot.
Yes.
Twice now. It's too many times.
Well, some of you are looking quite worse for wear. Perhaps you should get some rest.
I'm fine with this.
Kapari will come over and she'll ask you. Captain asks if you are still wanting to head to Janthia. Yeah, yes. Is everything still going as we planned? Yes.
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 Oh, okay.
We still will be going there.
Oh, okay. I did not know if things have changed. It is good to see you back, Norman. My heart sings with joy for your return.
Thank you. It's nice to see you too.
She blushes. Ooh, and kind of like puts her fucking hands to her cheeks. Yay!
Yatta.
The rest of you go rest. O'Neill and I will take care of things up here.
Okay.
Yes. I am fine. But you all look pretty worse for wear.
Oh, but you need to go downstairs first. Oh, there he goes.
Norman looks perfectly fine.
Yeah, he's just crawling to bed.
Do you think he's like
Just needs a proper sleep.
Do you think he's trying to, like, I don't know, like, mind control me or something, or, like,
Don't know.
like, do you think he's done that to Kieran?
No, I think that Kieran has been. He has succumbed to more of like propaganda style in. Not mind control, maybe, but it is.
It's kind of mind control.
Yeah.
More.
Like, brainwashing?
Yes, that is word.
Perhaps there's more we can do to combat whatever this is. I will try to learn more.
Okay, I'm gonna go, like, meditate and stuff, so, like, try and clear my mind a bit.
Yes.
Gareth,
But
I
don't
go-
clear
run
it
up.
too much. You want some brain in there.
Oh, Norman, you need to tell us what you saw on the other side at some point. Yeah, you don't have to do it yet, but I really want to know.
I need to sleep on that.
Okay.
Definitely not that I can't remember.
Just upside down.
So
We've got
if
vampire
people are
now.
going for a lie down, feel free to take a long rest if anyone's wanting to do
Oh.
anything roleplay wise or anything in the meantime. I know that Roman and Honiel were up above deck. Gara is going to go have a long rest. I will do that on his character sheet for him.
What can we do about Jaden's neck? He has been marked. It is not going to be easy to just remove.
Yes, I mean, we can try some curse removal magic, but whether that will
I
work,
can
don't know.
try some maybe restorative magic, but it too may quite easily just not work.
They're both worth a shot. Perhaps I might be able to identify this through magical means.
Perhaps once Gara has rested, maybe he can see what he can glean from, Touchy, when he learned things.
Yes.
But other than that, I don't know how it would be able to be removed. And what does it mean? Is he going to be tracking? Is he going to be able to see, to scry, to,
Perhaps tomorrow we can speak with Nee. Maybe she can try some apples.
Perhaps.
But
I don't like it.
what we will do is go back to the world map and we will move you along for the day.
Ooh, let me
As
see.
you
Right.
guys will carry on traveling another 4 hexes. As you can see that you are just outside the Gulf of Alpar, and it's not going to be too long before you do start seeing some of the edges of the jungles of Thaera as you enter into the bay. So it's probably, how many days do you reckon it's, does the captain reckon it's going to be? Maybe another 5 days?
Perfect timing.
Honiel waves goodbye to the hot springs over in that direction.
Yeah, perhaps next time.
Oh,
Goodbye, my relaxing holiday.
Nothing says relaxing like burning hot landscape with burning hot springs.
Obviously, the hot spring part is going to be an idyllic resort.
Yeah, of course. Now, I reckon you want to go to the hot springs that are in like the really cold place.
yeah.
If there are any,
They have a nice
then yeah.
frozen mountain resort.
Yeah,
That would be very nice, and I hope that that's exactly what will happen when we go to
To Vidor.
Vidor.
Yeah, we'll have Lutefisk and
Oh, yeah.
Lutefisk.
what's that horrible Scandinavian liquor?
I don't know.
Aquavit.
Surströmming.
Yes, all of that horrible shit. We're gonna have it.
Absolutely. But what we will do is we will start to kind of expedite a bit of the travel time, because 5 days travel is a lot, and I know that you guys could do this entire session just role-playing the 5 days travel, but we're not going to do that, as much fun as
Oh.
it would be.
Very dare you.
But what would people like to do over the course of 5 days?
Oh yeah.
So it might
Does
sound-
anyone have any books needing read?
Yeah, have you got a book to read?
I've done my blacksmithing. I don't think I have any others.
I have some outfits to make for the jungle.
Yeah, I've got 5 more days of working on my scroll to do, so, that's actually perfect timing.
Hey! That's nice. What could I do?
Everyone else roll over the course of the 5 days. Everyone roll insight apart from Neve.
Oh, wait. I was gonna say to Gara, say Gara could maybe have a look at, I don't know if it's a good idea, but maybe you could have a look at Jaden in the ethereal world. See if the brand's there over one of the days.
Neve, can you roll a deception for me, please?
Several things Gara might
Sorry, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Jaden, can you roll insight for me, please? What I was saying is we're just going to... Okay, so anyone beating Neve's deception of an 11 on their insight will notice that there is, over the course of the few days, there are ever so slight changes in her personality and demeanour. She's... But how would you describe it, Neve? Oh wait, okay, she's looking at me with a blank expression. She's a bit more wild, a bit more animalistic.
Ah, okay.
The sooner we get to the jungle, the better.
Hopefully
Why does Neve keep peeing in her cabin?
Neve, what are you hissing at?
Goddamn birds. So
Neve, that's my bone! Get away!
so tasty though.
Mine!
Oh, no bad. Neve?
I've just got this
Neve, you
mental
cannot
image
just go around
of
growling at
Neve
Norman.
and Norman both on all fours on the floor, like with a bone in their mouth, like fighting over it, growling.
You cannot just go around growling at Norman, Neve.
Where's that spray bottle?
It was actually me.
Let's fall for fun.
Do not make me get rolled up newspaper.
Spray bottle.
Sure.
Neve,
Scamper
like,
waved my whip with your leg.
I'm sure Norman came back wholly.
Wait, what? Why is Jaden speaking in tongues?
Jaden, what are you going to be doing over the next 5 days worth of travel as you're kind of getting into the jungle kind of area? We'll call this day 4, and you are starting to see small little islands with like big trees in them, much bigger than any other tree that you've seen before, or even in Thaera. And some of these islands have really tall jungle canopies to them. You can see there's constant vines dripping down and hanging over from them. There's lots of these white cliffs and big flowers, and you can see there are constant shoals of birds kind of flying over the bay and everything like that.
Now and then he's going to be doing some like yoga, like very slow movement of like how he usually fights, but just like very slowed down version.
Yeah.
Trying to relax. Oh.
So what do you reckon is on Jaden's mind during these days?
He's a bit worried about this thing at the back of his neck, so he's trying to like just really attempt to like keep his mind very like normal. Like he's trying not to think of anything major, like just in case he's like, I don't know what the hell this is. Is it listening to me? Can they see my mind? So he's like trying to just in a way even think of boring things, like just
Jaden deliberately thinking of something boring. Whoa. Okay, Jaden, make a wisdom check for me, please.
A wisdom check.
Something boring.
Goodness.
What would Roman do?
Okay, so
Oh no. Roman will punch it.
I think I would say at some points you do struggle with that, but you are kind of you're making the very active effort to just calm yourself and chill yourself. Maybe when Norman and Neve are like fighting over a bone or something, you can't help but get distracted with that fun antics, and you start like throwing money at one of them and cheering them on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, you can feel that there is a sense of calm in you. Like you can feel that Jaden has come a long way since when you first arrived here in Thaera, and there is a genuine inner tranquility that is within you somewhere that you just need to kind of work a bit more just to unlock and find that peace. And you've noticed also something else. The dragon wraps you have around your fists. They've normally kind of got like tattoo, almost like tattoo-like dragon pictures of them in a very stylistic black and white fashion. They seem to have changed ever so slightly, and they seem a little bit more detailed.
Oh. Like, in what way? He's gonna probably sit on the top of, like, the other mast and, like, have a good look at it.
It was kind of like at a point where you, at one point during the few days, you found a really, it's like, peaceful moment, and you actively tuned out distractions and found kind of like that little space of self-restraint in you. And the next time you checked, you saw that the dragon wraps, maybe like the teeth are a bit more detailed, and there's a bit more kind of like attention to like how the scales on the dragons look and things like that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think he'll, like, probably, after a while, after throwing change at Norman and Neve, he'll, like, run up the mast, so he's just, like, kind of lying on his back looking at the wraps, just being like, oh, and just, like, then he'll just, like, starts looking at the clouds, just being really chilled.
Cool. Is anyone else doing anything over the course of these little days of travel?
Occasionally grabbing Jane by the scruff of the neck and then painting on his back. Various symbols of protection.
Do you like proper grab his little nape, like
Not on like
teeth.
the
like
burn
with your
part.
teeth and pick him up and like drag him
like
away
a
some.
cub.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, over here, and he's like wiggling his arms. No, I'll just like occasionally just be like, it's time.
Neve, roll perception.
Not performance perception.
Oh yeah, you've definitely noticed something's changed about his hand wraps.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, what?
Oh, they've changed.
Oh yeah, look, like he's gonna start showing them off. Like, look at the teeth on that now. Like they're proper, like real sharp and stuff. And like, look at the detail on in his eyes and stuff.
Seems to be getting a bit more clarity of things, eh?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I am trying, you know.
We can see that. You're doing good.
Nurse Neve just making small talk while she sees to his back. Yes.
Yeah.
Paint. Yes, paint.
She's got a good bedside manner despite everything.
And then other times she'll try and make some healing potions.
Yeah, feel free to make the rolls for healing potions. We said that the basic healing potions, they only take half a day to make. They're very you've definitely got into a groove with them.
Like 3 greater ones, just so we're not getting through loads of stuff. Are these done?
Yep, that's
That's a
easy.
healer's kit. That's not the thing, but yeah.
So still take the roll. Still take the roll of the 17.
Ugh.
Yeah, it'd be the same anyway.
Holy shit, Neve. Okay, one of them upgrades.
Oh,
So
cool. Superior.
have it one step higher.
Okay. Cool. I'll do that like 3 out of the 5 days. Just so she's not been like a slave to the things, because she probably just like not want to be stuck below deck doing things.
Yeah.
2 greaters and a superior there.
Yeah, that is pretty stonks.
Hey, who needs stuff? For sure.
The boys, perhaps.
Just hands like a superior one to Norman.
Roman, did you say you wanted to cast like any identifiers or anything like that?
Yeah, during the time, Roman he'll have attempted some curse removing magic. And
Yeah, I mean, you can identify it first. And
first he will attempt to magically identify it.
You can tell that this is a mark of Bashal. You know that it is currently in a semi-dormant state. So you know that this has the potential to get far worse. But at its current state, Bashal is always watching. And you know it is a mark on his soul. As it was his soul in the dreamscape that got damaged, battered, and nearly destroyed by Bashal.
Bashal has marked him. Be sure of that.
Oh, what?
And marked your soul.
My soul?
You know that this external burn mark is just simply like a reflection of what his soul looks like. So if you could physically see like a spiritual aspect of Jaden's soul, if he was to astral project, this would be on there. This would be like a bright red kind of like it would be emitting its own light essentially kind of thing.
I guess that's what happens when you poke a bear with thousands of eyes and is a god.
May get worse. Not sure how. We can attempt to remove the curse, but I don't know if it would work.
We can both try something. I mean, like, over the course of the few days, I'll probably have put Greater Restoration on as a spell before taking it off later, and we'll try and see if it does anything at all.
Yeah, unfortunately, it does not. This is.
I didn't think that it would.
Yeah, this is far beyond mortal magics, as it's very apparent that from the early days when you first met Bashal to now, Bashal's power is growing exponentially.
Neve, is there anything that you could do to learn more about this curse, or how to?
I can't be doing the divinations like I was before because I don't have any more of my incense and stuff. I used it all to figure out what we were doing beforehand. I can
You attempted divination?
That's what I'm saying. I can't. I don't have the stuff.
What do you need? What do you need? I have some things.
So can he like see me and like read my mind and stuff?
Probably.
But we don't know for sure.
Oh, what's something really boring? Roman, what's something you do daily?
Brooding.
Rude.
Thinking,
Yeah, brooding.
philosophizing, reading.
Oh, maybe reading's boring.
So I have some interesting texts that you might be bored by.
Yeah, like that'll fucking bore him to death.
I hate to. I mean, like this is a thing that's been inside a rock for who knows how long. I feel like a book's not gonna break him.
Oh no! Roman, Norman, make some like really annoying noises.
You already do that, Jaden.
Oh, the crew, like all cries like, go, whoa! Oh, he's overboard! He's drowning!
Neil, he's probably fucking laughing at that now. You probably depowered him. Fucking hell.
Aiden, be quiet.
Oh.
Neve,
Yeah.
what do you need?
What do you need? Yes, I have things.
I need like incense and the things that are needed for divination.
How much? Okay, let's see what you need for divination.
Maybe I shouldn't be around you guys, like if you're planning stuff.
Yes, go away.
Yes. Go.
Wow.
divination's not that expensive. It's 25 gold
stealing.
pieces.
Yeah, I know. It's just I had a finite amount
Yeah.
of stuff that I had specifically for it, and I've used it.
Yeah.
But we each have ingredients, costly ingredients that can be interchanged.
If you
Yeah.
can, if you're happy for some offerings.
It depends how much you need. I have lots of things. I have some incense. I have dust. I have inks. I have powdered silver. What do you need, Neve?
It's the incense is the main kind
Yeah,
of crux that
yeah.
you need.
How much
Those
is it?
incense.
25?
Yeah, 25 GP.
Here. And Honey will pull out a few sticks of incense worth 25 GP.
And you also need a sacrificial offering appropriate to your religion.
Yes. So I think looking what we've got around, we may have to go fishing.
I was just about to say maybe we could go fishing.
What the fuck are the rules for fishing? You guys could just do a flat survival check for fishing. Like, I'm not thinking of anything else. Fuck you guys.
We're going fishing for no reason.
Oh, okay.
Or just
That's
imagine
a-
Sounds
boring.
like Minecraft wise, he just goes in and starts punching the fish.
I'm gonna punch the fish. That's how you fish, don't you?
Right, anyone who wants to fish, there
Everyone
are...
wants to fish.
I guess there's like a few fishing nets and like a couple rods on the ship. Like,
Yeah.
you would have to borrow someone else's, but they'll allow you. So I'll let 2 people fish.
Neve needs to fish. She's
I
really
have
good at
1
it.
survival.
I have 3 survival.
Oh,
Ooh.
Jaden,
Well,
since
for
this is
survival.
you might as well.
But Jaden needs to fish, that will keep his
Jaden and Neve should probably toil for
brain
this
occupied.
question and
It's
this.
not
and
about
look after.
doing it the best, it's about the intent of it. Find something worthy.
Neve, you get a really big fish. You know how to be patient. Your hunter's instincts kick in, and
I just get like spear.
so you get something that's probably like as big as a tuna style, like that big a fish. Jaden, you end up using the net as well, and you get a reasonably big shoal of tropical fish.
Ooh.
Oh, look at these.
They're all
Let's
different
get 'em-
colours.
Get him below deck and we can start. Yeah, good job. We'll take off
Okay.
ball.
Prepare the sacrifice.
Yeah, and she'll set up a table for the incense, and she's got like a crystal ball, and she's gonna like lay out the different ones. And while she's doing her druidic incantations, she'll start like essentially gutting the fish, finding certain organs and displaying them out, and all of that.
Yeah, easy, and you can do the divination. I'm happy with that level of effort for a fish.
Cool. So we will aim it towards Marine. She's a good I know she's busy, but she's been pretty good answering things. And the question will be this curse that's been placed upon Jaden. What steps do we need to make to remove it? If there is any. Look into the crystal ball. Wave our arms around. Breathing in the inside.
Sorry, this is just giving me a little bit of time.
That's okay. Doesn't have to be. An
You get the Marine's not really speaking in words or anything to you. It's more kind of feelings and senses. You can tell that she's trepidatious about the situation, unsure and wary. But the only way to really remove a curse from the god is to either 1, beat the god, or 2, appease the god.
Yeah.
She'll finish off the ritual. She's done this away from Jaden because it's sort of like space and whatnot. And she'll gather the others. And she'll be like, right, well, it's pretty bad to get a curse by a god, turns out. So he can either be appease Bashal and become best buddies with him like his brother, or somehow remove that problem, which is just ridiculous. So he's either got to live with it or actually make a step to appease him
I see.
and make amends.
It depends on how would make amends.
I feel like
We don't want
That's
to help.
no, but in the realms of curses and the like, even if you don't agree with particular pantheon or deities and stuff like that, you still have to respect them.
Yes.
So it may not be help him or a really hard pill to swallow, but that's his options. Don't know what they are yet. I think that's going to be... We need more of an expert with religious stuff. It's not mine. It's not
So far, our options are to defeat him somehow or appreciate him.
Yeah, so I
One
feel
certainly
like...
seems easier than the other.
It seems like he lives with it, or he finds a way to appease him enough to remove it.
Mhm.
Now that's his
What do you do?
We're not defeating God.
Hmm.
I don't know.
I don't think there's anything we can do in the short term,
No.
unless we wait for another day and I ask more questions to Bashal.
Hmm.
But I think the price is going to be something we're not going to like. Well, I mean, that's the whole point.
I mean,
It's
ask
curse.
what service we could do to appease him and free Jaden of this curse.
Perhaps.
Bill Roman.
Perhaps we can offer information
No.
on things to do with Great Corruptor. He does not like him too. No?
Big bargaining chips that don't have a lot of control over it.
As much as
I don't want to work.
I don't disagree with the
Really
idea of attempting to appease him, it certainly shouldn't involve me in any way.
Mm-mm.
No. Well, I can either talk. We can talk to Jaden now about stuff.
I suppose so. He has a right to know.
We all good with that?
Yes.
Norman, yeah. We're in agreement.
Yeah, yes.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Jaden!
Jaden is up in the crow's nest. He's got his hands over his ears. He's just lying there making annoying noises. Beep beep blah blah. Try to listen to me, huh?
being Jaden, then,
Blah, blah.
This is indeed a terrible curse. Mostly for us.
Maybe that was the
No.
point of the curse. Who knows?
No!
Someone throw something at him.
Blah, 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 blah.
I throw a hunk of bread at him.
Yeah, sure. Hunk of bread hits you in the side of the head, Jaden. Bonk.
I'll eat it.
And then I say catch as he takes a bite into it and go, oh, that was quick.
I'll look over. Oh, what's up? Is it food time?
Get down.
Oh,
No,
okay.
put that bread down.
Have I still ready?
What?
Oh, look, I've got hollow legs, lad.
Okay,
Don't
is
worry,
there anything you guys want to do before we kind of resume the final day of travel and you guys will arrive in Zutor?
I make sure everyone's fitted for their outfits. Everyone's got the thing
Discuss
fitted
with
nicely.
Jaden, like
His
what he
option.
thinks.
Are we role playing that bit or are we moving on?
What was that? Sorry, James.
No, just because we were getting Jaden down so we could like tell him what needs found.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do. Sorry, you can roleplay that.
Jade,
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. I'll come in. Woo!
do you want to tell him, Roman?
Me?
He looks at you all like what?
Oh,
Well,
I-
Neve has learned something.
Oh yeah.
Long and short of it is, there's no easy way of getting rid of this thing. The only options are to attempt to appease him or defeat him in some way.
or you can
So
live with the
appeasing seems to be the easier option.
Wait, what was that about removing curse? Oh,
If we were to attempt to communicate with him, would you have our blessing? Would he have some task for you or us?
What if he asks me to kill you?
Well, then we're not going to
The
take that.
answer is no.
Oh,
very line.
what if he tries to hurt Kieran?
Well, Kieran's one of his. Sure,
He
he
would
would
not
be
try
fine.
to hurt one of people working for him.
We don't have to make a decision right here, right now. I think
No,
this is
it's
going
true.
to be a thing on the long run here.
If you wish to think on it, then feel free to take your time.
yeah, the curve might not be that bad, right?
Perhaps.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, just let me think on it for a bit. Like it won't be all day. Like give me like I don't know
Well, come
5
back
minutes
to us
or
when you're
something?
ready, Jaden.
It's been
Okay.
several days. If he wanted to have killed you, he would have done it by now. So, this is a thing for the long haul, I think.
gonna have a little walk around the deck. Just having a good think.
Just don't act too rashly.
I think you should sleep on it. The thing might
Yes, at
quite
the very
good
least. We can think about it further when we reach Zutor.
Aye. Well, I'm going bed. See ya.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll sleep on it. I'll sleep on it.
Okay, can everyone make if we're gonna do nighttime, can everyone make a charisma check? This charisma check is based on your power of soul. How strong is your soul?
Oh my
Hello?
god, Beck.
Not save, just
Oh.
a check.
Becky's was the highest. Mine was a save. No, not Becky. Nick's even.
Okay,
Was it?
Nick, Norman, what does the group dream about? Your soul is the most dominant, and you control the dreamscape. What are you dreaming about tonight?
Alright, so Bashol's sitting on his throne at the top of the castle, and I'm striding up the stairs to his throne. There's a lot of stairs. And I point dramatically at him and say, "You're not gonna be me to Jaden." Bashol's kind of like, "Oh no!" And then he gets whipped.
How could you? It's impossible, Norman. I could never be defeated. No,
Anti-Bashol whip, bitch!
not the anti-Bashol whip. The rumors, they were true. How did you find it?
Dual wielding whip action, go!
Norman, you're my hero.
I love that Norman dreams like a
I
child.
love you too, Jaden.
Oh, let's get married. Let's run off together.
Now I am the father figure of the group.
And pick him up. Let Norman pick Jaden up.
Yes, and then I fly off to the moon.
And
There's a moon in this
that is your
theory.
dream for the night. Neve, you are very aware that this is a dream, and you're on looking in the distance. Just,
Oh, she's barely laughing for half of it.
okay. But you can see the edges of the dream tonight.
Moment waking up like,
So have a little
what?
look.
What?
And now everyone has a tea party on the moon.
Okay, so
Oh, splendid.
Neve,
I love
you start going for a walkabout. And let me just change the music. Because
Where's Neve? I made her dog safe brownies.
Oh, amazing. Everyone's getting an inspiration for that.
Yay!
So, Neve, you slowly drift off, and you're in the black void on the edge of the dream. And the further you walk off, the more kind of familiar, strange, abstract shapes, colours, and kind of scenes are just kind of laid before you as a sense of tranquility is washing over you. You can almost see that although you're in a very natural, organic kind of looking place with like floating pillars and rocks and platforms everywhere, it's almost like they're funneled in a kind of corridor in front of you. And in the rocks and kind of sides, you can see almost outlines of jagged doors and shapes.
She's feeling a little bit more apprehensive since the show. Although it's quite calming here, she's still a little on edge. But she'll start prowling forward down the path.
It's like as you're travelling down this almost kind of like corridor, you can see that there's these almost rectangular shapes in some of like the floating rocks and stone, and even some of the trees and plants and hills. And you can hear slight noises coming from behind them, all different.
I'm gonna invoke what the boys would do and do a little eeny meeny miny mo. And pick one of the doors in a tree to listen to.
You can hear the howling wind. And you hear Roman's voice. Don't worry, I think we're a little closer. Nearly there. Let's just get out of this blasted storm.
I'll go to another one.
You listen in, and you can hear beautiful orchestra of music being played behind. And you hear Honiel going, Jaden, shut up! Be polite! This is high society, you know?
She smiles to herself. Is there anything on the door to open?
I don't know, what are you looking for?
Like a handle, or just like she like presses slightly on the door to try and push?
Yeah, as you start thinking of a handle, you can see one almost begin to emerge, and then you think just push, and the handle kind of disappears, and it pushes open anyway.
She's like, oh yeah, yeah.
And you can see that you are sat down in the middle of what looks like a large amphitheatre, kind of like with kind of like high-class lights and chandeliers, and you can see all manner of people dressed in very, very high-class clothing and attire, lots of silks and fabrics, but lots of fur, kind of like mantles and headpieces. Everyone's hair's either done up really nice and in a big bun with lots of different jewellery and pins fixed in it, or if they're gentlemen, they've got it all slicked back or combed to one side, or done in a very neat and tight ponytail. And you can see that there is an opera being played in front of you as you look around to either side, and you can see your friends.
Do they look like they're all suited and booted?
Yes, Jaden is wriggling around in his tight little one-piece suit, or three-piece suit even, and he's like, I don't like it, it's too tight!
It's definitely.
And Honiel is slapping the back of his hand, saying, stop it! I worked ages making this for you.
I'll leave him be. That's some real high pitched singing, and she'll back away from the door, and she'll like sort of let it close. It's Karen walking down the path.
Yeah, and you can still see there's a bunch more of these doors with different things and different noises coming from behind them.
Is there any ones that look particularly different to others?
You can see they've got all slightly different kind of aesthetics to them. You can see one looks a bit more metal, and it's kind of almost got like a golden trim to it. One looks very old and is a big, heavy oaken door with strong braces on it. And one is made entirely out of vines, and yeah.
We'll go up to the metal.
Okay, so the metal one, as you tentatively push it open, yes?
Listen first.
Listen, you can hear a very large sound of what sounds like a crowd of people, and you can hear the voices of your friends on the other side.
Are they being like, strongest Norman?
No. It's like, wow, this place is crazy. I've never seen something like this before. It's okay, Jaden. Look, we just need to find the college. I'm sure eugenics is behind it all. They've got to be. We'll fix out this weave fiasco and fix this teleportation network. Don't you worry.
Sounds like a far too sensible dream. And then I'll go towards the one with the vines, since we're going towards the jungle.
Yeah, the one towards the vines. Okay, you can see almost the vines grow out forward and form like a little doorknob in front of you as you approach closer.
I will open it.
As you open it, you can see that everyone is stood in the jungle, and everyone is tentative as they seem to be outside some strange ruins, and the dream's a bit weirder this time, as you can see a tall figure of red skin in a very fanciful ornate armor, not as big as Rishk, but still a tall human, wielding a very large, imposing sword of red metal, long flowing auburn hair, as he starts fighting the party, a retinue of what look like bannermen behind him. And slowly, one by one, you see the party fall. And then you're in the jungle again, but a different location, but the scenario the same, as this horrible fiendish knight appears on the scene. It plays out slightly differently, but the result is ultimately the same. And quickly and rapidly, these different scenarios are appearing in front of you, but they all take place in the jungle. The locations are always different, but whenever you all stand together and fight this force, bad things happen. There's always at least someone who falls. Even if you decide to flee, you never win this fight. The one time that it does look slightly better, it is Gara who is in a deep battle with this figure. His sword gets shattered to pieces, Gara's that is, but Gara enters a rage, drawing up the whip from Norman's dead hand, and it is only Gara left, as he is the last person to stand, as he as the only living person on the scene, as he breaks down to his knees and cries that his friends are all dead. But then you see the fiend's sword glow as a myriad of lights swirl and swarm into the corpse of the fiend as he raises up once more, seemingly unhurt. A horrid fear enters Gara's eyes as his life is snuffed out. And again, these horrible visions appear in front of you. Whenever you choose to stand and fight this character, it ends badly.
Message received. A little bit like Doctor Strange going through all of these different things,
Yes.
hoping eventually that something will happen and understanding the inevitable.
There's a few instances where the party decides to turn and flee, but it's very hard to. There seems to be other spellcasters around countering spells, and by the time the party does get out, there is unfortunately a casualty, and it's a very chilling sight. You watching this.
Yeah. Sort of waiting and hoping for a different outcome, but kind of she's probably seen too much at this point, and she starts walking back towards the door, sort of backwards.
And at this point, you will slowly start to feel the embrace of morning coming to take you. As everyone can feel free to wake up, as today will be the day that you arrive in the jungle.
Eureka!
Oh.
Oh.
And Neve, you did get a very, very clear image of this person, so let me pull it up into the chat. There you go.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Oh.
Oak's collar.
I know. Do look pretty cool though.
So we
Devastating.
keep dying because we're all distracted by his beauty. See,
Of course.
our one weakness.
Horny.
Oh, are we?
Such beautiful red hair.
Are we near land? That's what's happening.
Jaden's gonna get up, kind of look at Norman, look down at his feet, then like kind of scurry off, like outside.
I squint suspiciously at it, but I'm too lazy to do anything about it.
Y'all had a good night's sleep?
Are we nearly there?
I think so.
Yeah, you can see up on the horizon, you can see some very pearly white cliffs and peaks, and you can even see what's the geographical terms for those? Like, they're not carasts, they're something else. But you know what I mean by the pillars of cliff that kind of dot the surface, like where cliff sides kind of crumbled down and left pillars on the coastline and things like that.
Yeah.
And then there's a few like arches and things like that as well.
A very dynamic landscape.
They're not. Are they buttes? Whatever they are. I have described what it is. You know what it is. So lots of different bits of kind of old cliffside that's crumbled. Sea stack. Thank you. Thank you very much, Gareth. Thank you, viewers. So sea stacks, and you can see they're differently draped with different kind of greenery and finery. And off in the distance, you can see what look like two taller peaks. You can see a lighthouse at the top of one of them.
There it is.
Nearly at the jungle.
You can hear King going, "Land ho!" The captain. You can see a lot of different people are kind of setting up different things of the ship, getting ready for kind of slowing down, making sharp turns if necessary, and things like that. And the captain issues out a warning saying, "We should reach port in about 3 or 4 hours."
I'll be sure to be ready.
As unfortunately the wind is blowing in the opposite direction, so they've had to slow straight down and are pretty much listing on the tide.
We are so close.
Cannot wait to be on land.
Jaden has snuck up to the other mast bird watch thing.
There's only one crow's nest, unfortunately.
He's gone up the other one. I know it's not a nest, but it's like a pole.
There's a second mast, but it's got nothing at the top of it really. But you can kind of like sit on one of the beams that has the front sail unfurled on.
And he's gonna think to himself and whisper, "Beshal, stop making me gay for Norman."
It's not Bashal.
Yes.
So before you arrive in
Oh,
port,
no.
is there anything anyone wants to do?
Finish my spell and shout Eureka.
Everyone needs to put their clothes on. Look, I made them special. Now everyone go put them on before we leave this boat.
Okay.
Very well.
Thank you.
Okay,
gonna
Becky, I'm going to get you to roll a D100. I'm writing down a number now on this little piece of paper that I've got in front of me. And the closer you get to the number, the closer you are actually to the style of what people wear in the jungle.
Okay.
97, I rolled a 56. You're pretty far off.
I'm not 100% off.
You're not 100% off.
Right.
You're never going to be
Practical for the
100%
weather.
off. But, yeah, it's practical, but you are going to stick out a bit.
Yeah. But we're gonna look good.
Yeah, sure.
Everyone looks very nice.
Okay.
But Jaden is fidgeting.
So is everyone ready to enter the jungle?
Yes.
Aiden, put your hat back on.
Alright, so
It's itchy.
I'm going to move you over to Zutor's port map.
Ooh.
So you can see that it is nestled in between two very steep kind of cliffs. You can see there's lots of different gantries and walkways kind of connecting the two, as some of the sea stacks are kind of like in the middle. But I will read the blue text that I spent a while writing up, because that's how I best prepare for random shit like this. So, right. On the horizon, you see a tropical city under the blazing sun. Nestled between the cliffs, dressed in jungle vines and trees, a mouthing river spills into Daradam Bay. The familiar sounds of a harbour, creaking ropes, slapping waves, heavy barrels rolling across cobblestones mingle with voices, shouting and cursing in an unfamiliar language filled with inhalations and singy-songy words that make it almost sound musical. The aroma of an unfamiliar spices and tropical fruit mixes with the wharf, side smells of fish, tar, and canvas. Beyond all that, Zudak is an explosion of colour. Buildings are painted in bright shades of blue, green, and orange, even salmon pink, or their walls are adorned with murals portraying giant reptiles and mythical heroes. Every building sports baskets and clay urns of colourful flowers or is draped in leafy, flowering vines. Minstrels in bright clothing adorned with feathers and shells perform on street corners. Multicoloured pennants and sun awnings flutter atop the walls of every building. A crowd of children dressed in feathered hats and capes race around squealing in delighted terror as a street performer, costumed as a big-toothed lizard, stomps and roars behind them. The whole city seems to be bustling, sweating, laughing, swearing and singing. Your eyes captivated by the walkways and gantries of wood connecting the two cliffs hugging the port in its embrace. As many more buildings of strong stone and angular craftsmanship lay hidden and embedded in the white cliff walls themselves.
Ooh.
Welcome to the jungles of Janthea. So let me pull across the little party token. As you will arrive kind of in the little port here on the western side.
Oh, look all those colours, man.
It is very colourful, and although I wasn't able quite to portray it on the map here, the cliffs are very white, and it's only green really like on the tops and where all the plants and stuff are draping down and covering it. One thing of note is this you can see it from a little bit off. Is this large kind of massive structures here that looks like a lot of wood kind of all stacked together and kind of built on top of like the actual bridges and gantries, and you can see loads of different colourful tents, and you can see different smokestacks, and even from this distance a huge bustling of people around that area.
Probably the main market.
the captain cries out, right, we're going to shore up. God, I hate this place. I don't understand Janthi the slightest. But there's a Cloud4 company house here. Once we're shored up, I'll make sure that the right paperwork is filled out, that we're here, we've got nothing to declare. But this may be where we part ways for some time again, Dawn's Light.
I suppose so.
Yeah, I guess.
It seems the way.
I don't
Know how long it
I
will
do
take
not know
to...
where we will have to meet again.
Thank you for seeing us here safely.
No. It's an honor to serve under heroes. Let's not dance around the word. You can see that the port actual bit is bustling with activity. You can see that there are lots of tall reptilian animals being herded around, even some with kind of like big saddlebags on them. You can see like some in crates, some smaller ones, and things like that. And occasionally you do see what looks like people riding flying type lizards up in the sky going over some of the cliffs.
Neve, what are those?
I haven't seen anything like that, but I'm taking note. They're amazing.
Can we get one? Can we get 6?
Look, all these trees you can do your magic to, Neve. Like,
yeah.
Don't even mention I'm trying so hard not to run around, find the first thing.
So, you will the gangway from the ship will be laid down, and people will start to be coming off. You see a bunch of the crew are kind of like shaking your hands, being like, "Stay safe, guys. Hope to see you again soon." Yes. It's been an honor serving with you. I'm glad you're all right in the end. It's truly been an honor to work with you. It's nice to see you in action once more. Let's hope it is not the last time we see you in action, eh?
Yeah.
Yes, farewell in your travels.
And Ken,
Take
look
care.
after yourself.
yeah,
I've got
keep up the good work.
I got my Thunderlance. I can look after myself real good, as he kind of like slaps it.
No,
Keep yourselves safe. Keep each other safe, and I suppose get to have a nice little break for a while.
The captain comes over to you, Roman, and goes, "So, do you want us to haul up ship here?"
Yes, I can't. I'm not sure when we'll be back. We have much to do in the jungle.
Well,
we wish to make for Verita.
we're registered with the winged pattern. We'll stay here until further notice.
Very well. Stay safe, Captain.
You two. Just as your friend said then, look after yourselves. Make sure you all stay safe.
And Roman will clasp her by the arm.
She'll clap you by the arm and kind of pull you in a bit closer and kind of bring you into like a kind of like a gruff hug and kind of give you the back slap kind of hug before letting go.
Roman is uncomfortable at first, and then he's like, okay.
Now, how long is Roman winded for?
Oh, keep up the good cooking, Cookie. Oh, see you later, Felix, lad. Jared. Oh, but keep being cool, man. Kin, keep up the good work. Medivh, continue being a badass bitch. Trish, you're badass as well. And Kipari. Yeah, you keep up all the good work too.
Yes, Jaden, come along.
We must do something about this
we will
curse.
all keep up all of the good work.
God,
But yes.
go. Get on land.
Have good break. We will see you soon.
They all wave goodbye. Some of them do head to a building that is quite clearly registered, kind of like marked up as the Cloud4 Company's guild house here in the port, where they will surely have bunks and different things, but they also need to fill in paperwork, register that they're here, and let general trade bureaucracy know what's going on.
Well, where do we start?
There are things in Venture Hall. Well, I suppose we need a place to stay. We need to find some information about this place.
So it's probably only like late morning at the moment, and the place is a bustle with activity. You can see over this side, it's more kind of port and tradely. That definitely looks like a market. You can smell the spices coming from there directly, and you're not really too sure what's on the east side.
Well, perhaps we should take this opportunity to have a break, explore the town.
Oh, yeah.
See what interesting sights are around.
Shopping.
Or we go in the jungle.
Or something.
You can also see that there is a very large boat already docked here. It's a large, what looks like a big kind of almost Britannia-style galleon. You know, very, very big ship. But it's kind of got a big metal plate to the front of it, where normally a figurehead would be, kind of formed in a wedge shape. And you can see there's a few different bits of plating, like on the sides and things like that. And it flies a flag atop it, and the sails are all blue. A flag atop it of a white boar on a blue background, which you know is an emblem of the Kingdom of Vidorm.
Like a battleship.
Yes, there are many cannons on the side of it.
Some important military figure, perhaps.
Yeah.
And you can see that there's a few. There are a few kind of
common tongue.
There are a few people who do immediately stick out around the port as very human and are wearing that looks like a dressed down version of winter clothing and winter armor.
Yeah, what sort of races can we see?
It is a complete mix. You wouldn't say there's any one predominant race here. The only thing of note is maybe the dwarves you see. The most common type of dwarf you'll see don't wear a lot of clothing. It tends to be more kind of leather straps and things. They all tend to wear kind of like trousers and things like that, but they are all covered in quite colourful tattoos. We have a reasonably darker complexion as well.
And chickens.
Sort of jungle dwarf.
Very lively chickens.
Yes.
Yeah. Tasty too.
Should we okay, go and to
If these people don't speak the common tongue, how do we communicate with them?
I mean, like, I could.
Let's move.
Perhaps some of them speak in common?
Yes,
I could speak to them.
We can attempt that.
Perhaps some of them speak in common?
Neil, can you not hear me? I could probably speak to them.
I mean, maybe they will speak the common.
Walk into a place and Jaden immediately pisses everyone off.
Casually starts like, we're at the port, aren't we? Can we see any greenery nearby yet?
Oh yeah. There's plenty of greenery like everywhere. The shore is littered with trees.
Just trying to act real cool, but also just like take my shoes off and just walk in.
Like there's a few. Some of
Bear?
the streets have like kind of like a very rough cobble to them, but a lot of the other streets and roads kind of just then devolve into dirt and sand and mud.
Just taking in the greenery, just like oh yes.
This is a nice
yeah,
place.
city things.
Where should we go to try to find somewhere to stay? Yes, or
Yes, we should. Well, explore, I suppose. Let's head up the dock. Maybe we make towards the market district.
After you.
We will venture forth.
Okay, so whereabouts are you heading? What are you looking for in particular?
That's the
somewhere
party.
that would have like an inn or place where someone.
You can see that there is what looks like a local sailor's inn, probably more kind of like high class. Here in kind of like the little commercial district, but you don't know if you could find maybe some pubs on the other side, and things like that, maybe a bit more local. Whereas this one is very, very much catered towards foreigners.
Yeah,
That sounds good to me.
That might be our best bet.
Yes.
It's called the Drowned Banshee, and it looks like a flying reptile with its head half above the water as it's drowning.
Wow. I don't know about this place.
It
What do you
will be
mean? It's
fine.
cool.
It will be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I could talk to them and stuff.
No.
It will be fine.
If this place
bad
caters to
omen,
foreigners,
man.
perhaps someone will speak the common tongue.
Yeah, we must be able to find a translator or guide or something.
Oh my god, I am the translator. Why don't you guys trust me?
Everyone just ignores Jaden's questions.
Look, if perhaps I can meditate some and get spell that can do something like this for when we need to.
I mean,
Right.
we should.
Oh,
just
give me a
get
chance.
in
How am I
first.
supposed to learn?
You can see a few human gentlemen very much wearing the regalia of Fedorm. So it's probably just like a breastplate, and they've kind of got swords at their sides. They've kind of got like a bit of a white cape thing going on, and they're holding their helmets under their hands. And they've got a very kind of regulated, short kind of cut of hair. Kind of walk past you as you're kind of standing outside the Drowned Banshee, and they go, "Oh, excuse me, sorry, can we get through?"
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you. As they kind of move past you and actually go inside.
I guess we should go in, really. Stop debating outside like weirdos.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like where it is.
Roman will
Get
enter the end.
So inside, it's a reasonably small and meager-looking tavern. I don't have a map for it. I wasn't doing a map for every little type thing here. We are theatre of the mind in this town. I do apologise.
It's fine.
It's 3 stories high. So he's got first ground floor where the actual Ivan. That's inn and tavern combined. Wow. The
Nice.
inn
This place is fantastic.
in taverny bit. Where it's kind of got the open commons, the kitchen, the bar, and you can see that there are 2 sets of stairs going up. They kind of hug either side of the wall, so like the west wall and east wall both have a set of stairs going up that you can only assume leads to rooms. You can see that the 2 men who have just gone in before you have finished being served drinks by a dwarven gentleman behind the bar who has a very long mat of hair and beard that seems to blend into one, dressed with all different kind of gold trinkets of different kind of cubed and angular shapes, and he's got tattoos all over his face and all over his arms as he's wearing very little to actually cover his top half. As they kind of give the bartender a nod and move down to sit down. He catches eye of you coming in and he goes, "Ah, it's boy."
Good morning. You
Oh.
speak the common tongue.
Oh, yes. Sorry. You don't speak Janthi?
No, we are
afraid
not
not.
from here.
Oh,
Jaden is going to listen in on see if he can understand Janthi.
yeah. If you take an active effort, you will be able to understand Janthi, and you will know that Esvoy means sky's blessings, and is just a common greeting.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
Roman will approach the bar.
How can I help you? You guys here for long? Do you need somewhere to stay, or do you want just drinks, food? We can accommodate all.
Just a room for the night for now.
Oh, well, we've got 2 types of room. We've kind of, we've got your standard sailing type rooms, and we've also kind of got some ones for fancier noble types. It depends on your price budget. Yes, we can accommodate for most things. You got any animals that need holding up?
No.
Oh, so it depends really. What kind are you looking for? As Rob reaches for the player's handbook.
What sort of price are we looking for?
Look, a nice room. Very nice.
I mean, a room that isn't shared with 5 of the crew members in hammocks is like luxury for what we've had for the last week or so.
Oh well, we don't actually have many people around here, so what have we got here? As Rob continues to flick through, we've got some nice wealthy rooms for you, which is 2 gold a night. But that's 2 people per room, or you could do 4 if you want to really squeeze in the beds. But fresh linens, food is already up there. Some nice grapes from Zagreb, and we also have some bathtubs and things should you need that drawn up. Or you can have one of our more modest rooms, which is 5 silver a night.
We'll take 2 gold room with Neve.
Yes, we'll take 3 of the 3 of the wealthy rooms.
Yeah, so the wealthy rooms have 2 kind of like queen-size beds in them. So you could just have it for yourself, or you could squeeze more people in. But it's that kind of nice room.
We are queens.
Yeah.
Doubling up would be fine.
And you can see he looks around at the back, and you can see he's got a small little box with a bunch of different keys and kind of numbers etched in like Roman numerals, kind of on the keys. And he picks up 3 keys and passes them over. So it's a top floor. You that room, this room, and that room. It's quite easy. The signs are above the door. Door? Yes, door. Sorry. Might come in a bit ropey at times, but it's enough to get by.
We should get some drinks as well.
Yes, of course.
What?
And a round of drinks as well.
Do you have any local wines that's from here?
Yeah.
We don't do wines. We've got a bunch of imported wines. But if you're not from here, back in Zudak, there is a deep fermentation process done with some of the fungal mushrooms. It's very sweet and tender taste. It is called Rob thinks of something out. Ficado ale. Ficado ale. Nailed it.
We should, yes, we should
beaver.
definitely get one of local drinks.
We should
yeah.
each have something different.
Not the poop ale.
Sorry.
What about a little selection?
Yes, we've got some different imports from cousins across water. If you're still wanting a dwarven kind, we also have fine Vidorian vodka. We have got some more hoppy drinks. We have a lager, and yes, that's about it really. And we do have the wines, as you asked.
I mean, I'm not that bothered about the wines, but I could definitely have a snack.
Oh, yes, I can bring you out snacks, for 2 copper.
Yeah, done.
A round of Fidom ales.
Oh, yes.
Let's see if I've got a handout from what I used previously at some point. I did have a handout of... forget about it. I'll look for it in the break.
I want to try some fungus ale.
The Ficado
Oh,
ale.
yeah.
Yes. That is. Do you want a mug or mug or a gallon?
Ooh.
Oh, we could share
Gallon.
gallon.
Try mug
Please.
first.
We can share gallon. Everyone can
Take a
try
keg.
some.
Yeah, it comes in a big.
Yeah.
A gallon is 2 silver.
Just going all out in it. I like
Yeah.
the style.
So 6 gold and 2 silver.
Yep, and you see that he comes out with actually a small keg
Roman
that he pulls out a little stand and places it on a table for you, and puts this small barrel keg of a gallon of ale on the table for you. That's got its own little spigot and a tap on it.
Ooh. Let us try. It
Let's
sounds
keep trying to think.
nice. Even though it does not sound nice, it sounds nice.
So, do you get many foreigners coming through here?
Oh,
That's looking to explore in the jungle.
all the time. Not too many people here for explore, but sometimes people need to come through here if they wish to do trade with Zudak.
How is the travel to Zudak? Place?
Oh, it will take you at least a week, maybe quicker if you get good boat, maybe a little bit quicker if you get to Panchi, but by foot, definitely week.
Maybe we should think
Place is
about
quite
boat
large,
then.
What sort of creatures live in the jungle?
Oh,
There are all manner of things.
many
yes,
kinds.
good
You've
question.
probably seen a lot of them outside in streets. We have many giant reptiles. What is a word in
yeah.
common for a big reptile? Can any of
Oh,
you?
a saurian.
Yes, dinosaur. That is the one.
Oh,
Also, you need to be careful of plant life here in Gentir. Plant life very, very, very lively.
oh.
What about the flying?
The Upanchi. He points to like the sign, like the mural on the back of the bar, which is a drowning flying reptile.
Yeah.
Yes, Upanchi. Local only here in Gentir. You find them nowhere else. They are great flying beasts. Very, very good.
I go that way.
Oh, that
Neve's
was-
I
not
want
shoveling
one.
food in her mouth if this doesn't come through.
So let's see if we can get a picture of a Upanchi.
I want one. I want to fly through jungle. That would be so much fun.
Oh,
Problem
what's
is
the name of
knowing
the
where
like,
to land.
snake? The flying snakes into Annihilation.
Oh, the Jakuli.
Yeah.
Coolly.
The ones that jump at you from a great distance.
Flying
So
themselves out
this
of trees.
is what a Upanchi looks like.
Ooh.
Fucking
Cool.
dragon.
Ooh. It's a wyvern.
Oh, wow, we need one. We need 6.
Yes.
At least 6 per person.
Yes.
Like dragon.
Yes, like teeny tiny dragons.
Well, that's a lot.
If you're looking to buy mounts, I have a friend at Jungle Journey. He sells many kinds of things. What does he sell? He sells many different animals. He sells obviously the Upanchi. He smells Dionicus, elephant, rhino, donkeys, mules, and Brontosaurus.
What?
Oh. Is that one of
Where is where is this?
It is on the east side. It is near where boats are, near the man who sells canoes.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Don't know why that tickled me. But
Well, thank you for that. I'm sure we'll ask him when we're ready to start going into other places.
I love this place already.
yes, me too.
Food's good too, happening.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like it's a lot of different meats and jerkies and stuff.
I'm so glad to not be having fish. Yay!
I'm kind of glad to be on solid land as well.
Oh,
I do
yeah,
not
yeah,
mind
yeah.
the boat, but I
It's
do
not
like
moving,
to be on land.
I feel like I'm still swaying.
What preparation should we make for travel in the jungle?
You don't have to worry
Do
about
not-
that.
I do
till
not know.
tonight or tomorrow, you know.
Oh, actually, yes. Eve, do you have any spells that would be handy for a jungle type expedition?
I mean, I have spells.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Norman nods vigorously. I'm doing it now.
my old covering was kind of specialised as the forest kind, not quite like this, but I'm sure there's similar things.
Yay!
The wildlife and whatnot, so we'll see. I'll definitely be making sure I've got things for that rather than being in the middle of the ocean. I don't think I need that. But otherwise, I guess. Well, we've got water.
So other than food and water.
And mayonnaise.
Yes, we do have lots of mayonnaise.
We have all the
And
basics
acid.
of it.
So which acid?
Spice.
Perfect.
Can't we make poison too?
Good.
Perhaps, yes.
I think we should go exploring rather than just drinking in here for the whole time.
What?
Yes. Although, it'd be rude not to finish this thing first.
Oh yeah.
Let's get a little merry and go for a walk around the market.
Oh,
Excellent plan.
drunk shopping sounds amazing.
Always ends well.
Yeah?
Hmm.
Don't have too much.
No, we're drunk shopping now. That's what's happening.
Jaden's like chugging of any alcohol in front of him.
It's just from this keg, Jaden, and it's to share.
Oh shit, I'll get another one.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
Cue
He's
the
gonna get
whole
up.
card, the group gets wasted and goes shopping.
Mew's already started to sidle towards the bar.
I got another keg.
Me too.
Oh. Here you go, Roman.
We need
Very
to
much
keep our
just
wits about us somewhat.
He said we were kicking back for the day at least.
It's fine, you've got the ring of brain armor.
So, if you are going to be kind of like exploring around, the general kind of market area is going to be just kind of that. It's going to be a big kind of like market full of like different trade goods. Not really any kind of like adventuring things, but you can get general adventuring gear here in town. There's kind of what looks like a more residential area over to the east side, on the east side of the river, and there's a few little kind of like different shops and things there. But all in all, there's not a huge amount really kind of like out of the ordinary from what you'd expect to be in a port town. We will take a quick little break, and in the meantime, if you want to buy stuff from the PHB Adventuring Gear, feel free to. Like, you could just do that. I'm happy with that if you guys want to go shopping. If there's anything specific that you want or want to look for, we can address that once we've had our little break. You can come to me, and I can spit some fucking fat rhymes at you or something. I don't know.
Drop some bars!
Drop some bars.
See you in a bit.
Okay, so we'll come back at, let's say, 20 past.
Okay.
I gotta hurry.
that will go live. So yes, you can get your spell reagents here, as diamonds and things like that are quite abundant here in the jungle. So there is the kind of boat and canoe place up here that you might want to buy things from. There is also what looks like a lot more dwarven architecture here to the left that seems to be built into the side of the mountain. And there is what looks like a small little temple over on this side as well. But you can definitely see the dwarven influences. You can tell by like the hard angles, like the architecture, and almost the dwarven runic way in which they inlay some of the more details. You know what I mean by dwarven kind of runic way, how a lot of the edges will tend to have kind of like the lines embracing them, and they all kind of turn at sharp angles and make kind of Celtic knot type patterns, but there's always like a hard angle to it.
Kind of like Skyrim-y.
Yeah, kind of.
Nice.
I'm going to pick up a bit of incense, and she's going to pick up some more diamond dust and powdered silver.
So you've got market for general stuff. You've got stuff for travelling and things like that. There is general other shops and any other kind of like local rumour mills that you want to get. There's kind of foreign rumour mills that you could have, and then there's like the temples as well. The temples and a bit more dwarven-y culture, should you wish to inquire about anything there.
We could wander around and try and information gather about the jungle things, various rumours.
About the jungle, yeah, so I'd say that would be one person's investigation check. So what kind of area would you be looking around for that?
So where was the place with the more sort of like local... Yeah.
So it's definitely this larger area here. You can tell this is where a lot of the locals are.
Yeah, investigating more around that sort of area.
Okay, so it would be at disadvantage just because you don't speak the native tongue.
Yes.
So feel free to make that roll.
I will try. Let's see. I'm gonna spend a luck point and re-roll that. I guess I'll take the 9.
Yeah.
And make it be a 17.
Oh, that was a pretty huge Dark One's own look, though.
Yeah.
So you manage to kind of... It does take you a while, like only because of your Dark One's look are you kind of getting anywhere that you can kind of feel almost like a super sense of knowing who to talk to, almost that kind of guides you to the right kind of people. And surprisingly, you're drawn towards Vilkin. You're drawn towards them. And the bits of information that you're getting is that the jungle seems to be a bit more treacherous, a bit more dangerous as of recent. You get the idea that it's almost kind of protective of itself, and the Vilkin that you talk to definitely feel victimized by the jungle at the moment. Like, from what they're saying, all the rumors of people getting attacked by plants and various animals, the majority of them are Vilkin.
God damn it. Why? Why does everyone hate us?
Yeah.
Do these Vilkins speak Infernal?
Yeah, the one that you're talking to does speak Infernal.
Yeah, so I'll be able to actually communicate with him in a language that we can both understand.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm not sure how a random Vilkin will take just being addressed to an Infernal by some random white man.
But you also know that the Jungle Dwarves, they were not actually the first race to live here. There was some older race that seems to be lost to the annals at times here in the jungle, and there are plenty of ruins scattered and dotted around, and they actually mistook you for a treasure hunter who was coming to look for these ruins.
Interesting. Old lost race.
Oh yeah. I was wanting to see if there was like a scroll or potion shop as well.
Let me just double check and see if I've got it saved. not so much a potion shop, but there is a small magic shop. A lot of their stuff is kind of my shops. Let me see, view shop. Sorry, let me just copy and paste this for you.
Thank you.
It's a shop called the Risen Phoenix. So let me just make that handout. The Risen Phoenix. The Risen Phoenix.
Ooh. He's alive. Wait, where's it? Dang it.
So if I show that to you,
There.
ignore like the little red blocks and stuff. Has that shown to you?
No.
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 Show to players. Well, it should be in your little side handout.
Let me just
Let's have a look there.
let me just refresh.
It's not. It should be. I've done it. I know why it's not worked. I've done it on the completely wrong game. I actually had my other game, the chalk game, up, and I'm like, why is this not working?
This is the jungle. I don't understand.
Yeah, it was a jungle game that I was stealing stuff from. I don't understand why it doesn't work. There you go, guys. Ignore like the red and blue stuff. For some reason, it's copied and pasted over like my edit tabs.
Oh, it's a drift globe.
A drift globe is like a little floating light.
Oh. That makes me think of Thaera.
Right.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Ooh, a nice chair.
Oh fuck yeah, we need that for the house. It's only 5. That's a steal. Oh, does anyone need brewer's supplies? Oh wait, no, that's. No. I was getting confused with like alchemist gear.
Signet ring.
Man in his plate.
Family.
It was something that doesn't have on there. That I thought I added is a item called Dan's Instant Tent.
Ooh.
What's on the signet ring?
It's blank. You would need it custom made. You'd be able to get it inscribed or whatever. So
Like mine.
Dan's Instant Tent is 6,000 gold, however. But when activated, Dan's Instant Tent grows to become a 20-foot square tent. The inside of the tent is always a temperate in climate, as the same as Leomund's tiny hut would make, and there are cots inside, can sleep up to 8 medium creatures. The tent also features a fire pit with a smoke hole. The tent has resistance to electricity, fire, and acid, as well as cold.
Dang.
Oh.
I've got 600 gold in platinum gold.
There is also a bank here in the town.
Ooh.
Should you need
Oh, a chair!
Yes, the chair. That's.
No, I mean it can be for a house when we go back.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, there's a nice fancy chair, upholstered chair.
Do you reckon I can put that in my purse of holding?
No, I don't think it will fit in there.
No.
Get the leg in and then work from there.
Real fancy.
You could take it apart then put it in.
Just break it apart.
I mean,
No.
we can fix it later.
Oh yeah, I can just repair it. Magically.
Easy.
What colour are the robes?
Blue.
Jaden's gonna buy those robes.
Sure.
He's a bit drunk and he's gonna like wear them and just be like
Blue.
yeah, just like making it fly about and stuff like woo!
Oh. That's
Is anyone else doing anything particular in town? Asking rumours in certain areas?
I would like to find whatever like random stall holder looks like one of those like sort of edge of society kind of like the slight weirdo. Well, no, I want to find some really random rumors.
Some really random rumours.
Yeah. Really interesting.
Okay.
Can I join Eve?
Yeah, okay. Roll investigation for me then, Neve. It's in the market. He's probably going to speak the common tongue.
Oh. I'm a bit drunk.
Yeah, well, I hear that sometimes the four gods, they walk around town as if they're looking for new recruits into their church, and sometimes punishing people who don't pay the proper respect to him.
Oh, I know about that.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't get in their way. You don't want to.
Oh, what's that over there? He's just gonna wander off. Flapping his new verbs.
Okay.
Shall regroup.
Oh, is it alright to just like nab some alchemist fire and
Yeah.
vials of acid?
Feel free to do that.
Do we have any idea what yellow sapphire would be useful for? Is it for a spell?
Yeah,
It could be for like a gem for a spell or something like that. Or maybe you could sell it somewhere else for a bit of a up price. Also, there is a thing of you can buy insect repellent here.
Oh, yes. How much?
Yes.
So
Yes.
let me make a handout for it.
We will get a couple of things of those each.
Copy. Paste. Okay, it says Portnoy and Zaru, but that's just because it's copied and pasted from the Tomb of Annihilation. But it's 1 gold each, and it's 20 applications per thing.
Oh, heck yeah.
The guy warns you that it's probably only really needed for areas near water, where insects are going to be most prevalent. You currently don't have a map of the jungle either.
Yes, we should try and get hold of one of those.
Yeah, you can pick up a map from a local cartographer for about 5 gold.
Oh, sweet.
So it's really up to whoever wants to buy the map.
Roman will pick up the
Oh.
map.
Oh,
Okay, so you've now got the map in your handouts. It is a big map, and this will be your point of reference for travelling. We will kind of go on to the travel map with this as well. So this is where you're going to be spending the rest of this arc. Welcome to your travel map.
yeah.
Traveling across the jungle. So Zudak is quite far away.
It's about a week's
did
travel
rec-
away.
They've recommended mounts and canoes. Perhaps you could take a canoe, follow the river up to Zudak.
Hi. I'll take a moment aside while people are talking to the map people and do some communing with nature to understand the kind of weather that we'll be expecting, etc., etc. Just getting the lay of the land of what is a jungle.
So, you commune with nature, and you guess that the term jungle has somewhere been lost in translation, and it's actually closer to a rainforest in reality. Jungles tend to have big canopies that block out a lot of the light and don't allow anything to grow on the bottom. And rainforests tend to have a lot of basin activity, lots of bushes and things there. So you know that for the immediate area that you're in, it's more close to a rainforest. And being the name rainforest, you can expect that there can be a lot of rain.
I mean, we don't need the fancy tent, but we do need some tents that are like not just gonna let in water. We had like stuff for the desert.
I think we might need sturdier tents, more built for this environment.
Mm-hmm. Is there any others around, or is it just big old fancy tent?
No, you can get normal tents. Like, you know that your tents will be kind of designed to... They're kind of adventuring standardized tents, and they're designed to survive a lot of weather conditions. But if you are being particularly kind of apprehensive about it, you can easily kind of get like something with a bit of a wax lining to the actual weave and stuff for an extra gold piece on top of your tent.
Yes, I will do that.
Because currently I have 3 two-man tents stashed in my bag of holding.
I'll get some of the wax stuff so you can.
How much is a tent?
A tent is apparently there's no equipment / tent on D&D Beyond. Wow. Okay. That doesn't tell me. A tent is 2 gold pieces. Tent, 2-person tent.
Cool. So they essentially make 3 gold each.
Yeah.
Yes, that's good. I suppose we can get 3 of those, just to be certain.
Yeah, I'll pay for that because I could help provide other things, but that needs
We
sorting.
have a bit of money if we need.
Yeah, would it be 9 gold altogether? And can you stick them in O'Neill's bag?
Is there any other of these shop things to look into?
It depends. It all depends on what you're looking for.
That's literally the only thing that I. No, because it would be like.
How much are the good potions to healing?
There aren't really anything more extravagant than the regular healing potions here, unfortunately.
I have some in stock of our stuff if people are running low. And we have supplies.
Is there any other ingredients that you need, Neve?
I feel like I'm gonna get quite a lot in the
We do have a rather decent stock of healing potions now.
I mean, for spells or things.
The only thing is like a nice bowl of very fancifulness.
Oh.
We need to find a very fancy bowl, of course.
Yeah, you can get a fancy bowl for the required cost.
1,000 GP bowl.
I got 900 of the gold things. And some copper.
We'll take 100 from me.
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I have some money. Take a.
That's fine.
10...
You keep it as is. We got it.
But I don't want you to have no money on you.
Also, during the course of milling around, I think most of you will have come across this advert kind of listed up on various places. It says, dinosaur hides wanted, gold irises per intact hide. Gold will be paid upon successful delivery to Angor's Gorakton.
Money?
Are gold irises equivalent to just general gold coin?
Yeah, irises is the name for coins that they use here.
Oh, I should make a coin collection.
So we need to go and harvest some dinosaurs and get their hides.
Ooh, death tyrants for 200.
What is death tyrant?
Who knows?
Sounds like it should be worth more than 200 gold.
Sounds like it's something worth learning to shift into.
But I think at this point during your travel, you should be kind of thinking of where are you going in the jungle, why are you going there, and what you might need rumours-wise, where you'd maybe get them from, and what kind of things you need to set up for travel and things like that.
Well, we are going into jungle to see dwarves, yes?
Yes.
And they have records or something of where the hells could be coming in from, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So also, yeah. Oh, one of the generals is gonna be here.
What?
Gara pipes up and goes,
What?
Isn't this about, like, the pilgrimage and all I meant to be finding the font of life?
Yes, of course.
Yes,
That's just a side thing, Gara. We will
Oh,
get on to
okay.
It's a good thing we have Gara.
Look, we are thinking about dinosaur hides right now.
Okay. I'll go back
Look
to
how much these
looking
are worth.
at the fish in the water for hours on end again.
Jaden is wandering off because he's getting just a bit too drunk now.
How
What's
is
that
that
over
there?
What was that, sorry?
What's that over there?
I don't know, there's lots of things here, Jaden.
Woo!
Definitely not Norman tickling Gara.
Let him go.
Gather the adults and Norman. He's got a special seat in the council, a little away from Karen.
We grant you the title of adult, but we do not give you the rank.
Honorary for now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
for now.
Is it Varshan? That's the general of the more knightly one.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've not seen him yet, right?
Don't know if
No.
it's definitely true or just like a fever dream or just like an omen of types, but I feel like they're going to be in the jungle. Don't know where, but it's definitely a when. Kind of feeling. And more of a. I feel like it's a kind of a Gara sort of fight rather than all of us.
What did you see exactly?
We tried to fight him lots of different ways, but it didn't go very well. As I said, I feel like it's a duel of sorts.
Yeah, Neve, in a lot of these kind of dreams that you had, he definitely did seem to single out a target, and it almost felt like everything around them had difficulty interfering with that.
He was doing duels with different folks, and the only one that's kind of had a bit of a chance of it is Gar, and it makes sense to. He's on the path here, but we
Get your
gotta be real
quicksilver.
careful. I didn't want to say it straight away because we got into the city and let our hair down. But if we're planning on heading off soon,
I don't like the idea of him taking me to the Shadow Realm for a 1v1.
Shadow Realm.
No.
no.
Excellent.
Gara can beat him, though. Yeah.
Well,
I hope.
we don't know much about the Shah. We've never faced such a foe. Perhaps this might be an opportunity to try and learn more.
And kick his ass.
Carefully.
No. Oh.
New attempts to perform a legend lore, O'Neill.
Yes, I do have, funnily enough, the things for it.
Yeah, if you want to do a legend lore, you can do a legend lore on Vershan.
That I have prepared, but it will take me a day or so to meditate before I can get the answers.
Once we rest up for the night and prepare for the road ahead, perhaps we can do that first.
Mm-hmm. I just didn't want to say Shigar first, but just in case it was just like run into the jungle on his lonesome. You know what he's like.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we need to keep Gara safe so that he can keep us safe.
Yeah. That. Well, let's carry on with the shopping. You're letting our hair down and stuff, yeah.
Yes, the mood has definitely not been sour.
No, not at all. Although I'm glad that you told us anyway.
Yeah.
So there's like some temples and stuff, the dwarven areas. There's also securing what kind of mode of travel you're going to be taking.
Yeah, I mean, we can head over to, sightsee the temple district and see what sort of gods there are temples to.
Okay, so as you kind of head over, you can see that there is a very tall church-like building, not a cathedral or anything like that, but it's a reasonably large church made entirely out of wood, and you can see that the wood sprouts different bits of vines and plants and greens every now and again as it kind of twists and warps away from being quite so man-made and artificial. It almost looks like a blend of trees and harvested wood. And you can see familiar signs of an old cowled figure, which you recognise as Elran, the father of nature, the very generalistic nature pantheon. But there are also a few little totems and things around the areas, and you can see what looks like a totem pole, but not in a circular kind of Native American style that you might think. It's made out of stone, and it's very square, and each of these totem bits is quite square and angular, very dwarven in its carving, with bits of gold in it. And you can see at the bottom rung looks like a rabbit with a little horn. The next block looks like the head of a turtle, and you can see bits of its shell start to go at the back, because the totems are all mainly just the heads. You can see little bits of the shell at the back. And then the next one looks like an Upanchi. You've seen the Upanchi and you recognise this. And then the top one is a big dinosaur head, a T-Rex.
Ooh.
And you can see that there are a few small little shrines that kind of almost lead off and trail from this area. There's 4 different ones in different areas.
Is there any shrines to Marine?
Yeah, there'll be a small shrine to Marine nestled somewhere.
As Roman will take his time to visit it.
Okay, so you can see it's tended by a very pale and white-skinned Vilkin. She is adorned in some reasonably loose robes. They don't have any sleeves or anything on them, but she carries the same little cross with the green beryl pendant in the middle that you recognise as the holy symbol of Marine. And she goes, "May Marine save your soul and protect us all from the oncoming darkness. How can I help you?"
Thank you. I just come to pay my respects.
Marine,
one pilgrim to another.
Yes, sir. Marine is always willing to listen. She is willing to accept and forgive those who have done the most darkest deeds, and to save them from the horrors of the night.
Roman doesn't like these personal attacks. Right, he's just there to visit the shrine, say a little prayer, asking for protection and guidance as he takes the next step in his pilgrimage.
Yeah, you can feel your holy symbol is a little warm and glowy and comforting. But then you realise it's against your cold, dark, evil skin, and you're like, ow.
Hiss.
So, is there anything else people want to do in the ports for the day? Or are you ready to set off on travel? Like, what's the crack, guys?
Since Jaden's wandered off, could you do like a random roll for some shit he's just drunk bought?
Sure. I guess. Like, let's find a random trinket table.
How much money you got?
A bit.
Oh, it's that much?
How much you got, Jaden? How much you got?
39 gold and 136 platinum pieces, apparently.
Oh, it turns out that's the cost of the item.
I hope not. It's...
Random.
Okay, Jaden, you have bought a small little cactus in a pot.
Yay!
Yay.
Spiky.
Yeah, you got a little cactus. Congratulations.
That'll look great in your
Quite awkwardly carrying that around with you everywhere.
Yeah, or could be carrying around a cactus.
I assure you, by the end of the day, he's not going to be carrying it. It's just going to be stuck to his face.
It's gonna end up somewhere. Oh, guys, look what I got.
A plant. Wonderful.
Yeah, but like, touch it. It's like dead soft.
No.
Come on, someone touch it. It's like real soft. Can you like
Came
convince
from the
someone?
desert, Jaden. I'm not a fool.
Can you convince someone to touch it?
Yeah, I'll touch it. Ow.
Ah, dickhead.
Right.
It's had the taste of blood now. It would make it stop.
Why is it growing?
Oh, it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, plants grow, Norman. That's what they do.
With blood?
Actively growing.
With blood, yes.
Menace.
You gotta look after it, make sure it's all big and strong.
Oh yeah, I will. I'll water it every day.
I'll be judging you. Fingers, eyes.
Oh,
Gara will probably be off doing his own little bit of like information gathering and stuff like that. He's probably making like a little active attempt
Edgy.
at. He's probably trying to further be like, what the fuck is the font of life?
Yeah, I can attempt to gather information on that.
Yeah, if you want to. Whereabouts would you go to look for it? So you've kind of got the port area, the market, the local area, and then the church and more dwarven area.
Ooh, I want to try that area. The church dwarven area.
Yeah,
before the locals.
Go for it. So roll investigation.
Christ. That's not good.
Okay, so DC was 10 because it was the right area to go looking for it. But you know that one of the dwarves there, his common's actually pretty good, and he kind of comes across. Let's just roleplay it. I'm not too sure about the font of life, but whenever we go back home, meet up with families and whatnot, there's normally pay respect to our elders and whatnot. There's always like some kind of reference to a font of life there, and don't know where it comes from. It's more tradition, really. But we always seem to pay reverence to it. I wouldn't know where the tradition comes from, but as most things with dwarven culture, they start off in Zuldak.
Zuldak, you say?
Zuldak, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Is that the place up in the mountains?
Aye, that's the biggest dwarven settlement here in Thaera.
Oh, they're still. Oh.
Oh no, it's absolutely great. So you see how on either side of us we got like cliffs and whatnot, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, Zuldak is kind of like if you saw like a horseshoe, and there's like a big waterfall coming down into that horseshoe. But we've built into the actual mountain, and in the middle of that little plunge pool, there's a big tree that we pay reverence to Elran to, and commune with nature and the gods. And there's even like the little bits outside, and most of the buildings are made of gold. It's absolutely amazing.
A big tree. Neva's gonna love this.
Aye, it's a very holy place, very sacred.
Oh, everything's gold. Jaden's gonna love that. He loves stuff that's gold. Look at his shoes. Oh wait, he's not here.
I mean,
Imagine his shoes.
the amount of times people from different countries have come and tried to get us to sell our gold buildings because they want a bit more for their coffers. Absolutely ridiculous. But it's pretty much unsiegeable. Getting an army through a jungle. Absolutely no chance.
Oh, speaking of getting through the jungle, what's the fastest way to get to Zuldak?
Oh, if you can't fly, probably boat. Get a canoe. I reckon you'll get there in maybe like 4 or 5 days.
Oh, great.
Or the path along the banks of the river is pretty well walked. Lots of trade goes on. People are always coming and going from the port. So it might take you about 7 days if you're just going by foot. But it's a bit dangerous, and if you are going by canoes, I hear the giant crocodiles are on the prowl at the moment as well. I think we lost about half a dozen people to them so far in the past week.
Oh wait. Oh. Sounds like a case for the Dawn's Light, and they do a heroic pose.
Roll charisma for me. I want to see how magnanimous you are.
Oh, charisma.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm the best.
Yeah, you realize you're standing in the shadow of something, not in the sunlight, so you can't really see. He's like, that's nice.
But yeah, I think we might be able to do something about that.
No worries. If you are looking more into the font of life, I reckon Zudak's probably your best place. I wouldn't go looking for it anywhere else. Other people in the jungle are a bit unsavoury.
Oh, how do you mean?
There's horrid folk out in the jungle, voodoo cults and whatnot. They embrace nature in a more primalistic way. They reject natural harmony.
Oh. That doesn't sound nice.
Yeah, more a beast than men.
Oh.
I've never met them myself, but I wouldn't want to.
Are they always hostile?
Not a clue.
Oh, okay. Oh, if we are going to go up to Zudak, is there anything you could... we've literally just come to this place. Is there anything you could recommend we get aside from insects health? Or watch out for?
As long as you got enough food and water. The river's not that bad. It's pretty clear a lot of the time, but I'd boil it if you're going to drink it first, just to get any nasty bugs out of there.
Okay, well that's brilliant. Oh, what was that? That rumor that was heard about, like someone going on an expedition to old ruins. Was that a dwarven thing or no?
There's plenty of old ruins around, but it's normally treasure hunters and whatnot.
Oh no, I meant like out of character.
Oh,
I remember you mentioned something about that before.
Yeah, no, they're not dwarven ruins. They're something that was apparently before the dwarves.
I'm pretty much done here. I was wondering where was that? Was that in the market town or in the?
James heard that just in the general area, like the general living quarters.
Oh damn it! I thought we had the solid lead. Well, I'll ask this dwarven fellow about it then. We heard there were some ancient ruins about really old civilization that predated the dwarven. Except I wouldn't use the word predated because I'm Norman.
Well, I don't know about any specifics, but there was meant to be an ancient ziggurat down in Grumfar Peninsula, but I don't know. It's not really anything that I've looked too far into.
Oh, that's just south of the
It's southeast of here. It's on the other side of Daradam Bay.
Maybe another time. First, Sudak. Oh, thank you very much for your help. I'll give him
anytime.
Like 2 gold places for his time or something.
Oh, fucking fantastic! Superb.
Yeah. Get a night in a fancy room.
And do you know any good places to hire animals from? Mounts?
Oh yeah, Jungle Journey. It's on the other side of this little bridge here. You can go have a look.
Okay, thank you very much. And I bid him farewell.
And he bids you a farewell and thanks you again for the gold coins.
Back to the party, and I tell them about the things.
Yeah, you relay the information. That's more than fine.
Good
We're into a big golden city on top of a horseshoe cliff with a waterfall and crabs. Maybe not crabs. I don't know about crabs.
Whoa.
Oh, we'll just punch the crabs.
Shush,
Oh.
Jaden, shush.
Oh,
No, the crabs are not confirmed.
Happy.
But yeah, it sounds cool.
to get coffee in you.
Nice. Interesting.
Is there anything else we want to do here, or are we going to set off?
And then secure a boat or two.
Yeah.
We should head to the canoe shop.
Yeah, so
Ooh,
as,
canoe.
as you pass the canoe shop, you can see that there is a large stables called Jungle Journey, should anything take your fancy there. And
Yes.
I'm keeping it in mind.
so
Because
if
I'm
you
not sure.
do want to forego water travel for a different kind of travel, let's see, Jungle Journey. So you can buy a Deinonychus, which is like a small, it's more like a raptor. It's like a large velociraptor. Donkeys and mules, of course, and there are elephants. There are rhinoceroses. There are the Upanshi, and there's also a single Brontosaurus with its big, long fucking neck.
Oh.
There are only 3 Upanshi as well, unfortunately.
Can you only have one person per punch?
Yes, unfortunately, that is the case.
Dang.
Yeah. I mean, I could try and summon some. But
like-
it wouldn't work for the whole time.
And even if Neve could turn into one, we'd still be out one.
I mean, that's
Well, the
look,
boat
looking
would
at
be
the. I don't know if I can
much
turn
faster
into.
heading up towards Zudak.
There is
The
a
mountain will prove more useful in the long term.
There is a big long boy, and the Brontosaurus can easily carry all of you.
Yeah. But how fast? 30 feet.
Yeah, it's probably the slowest
Oh,
out of
but
all
still.
your animals.
It's as fast as me. That's so slow.
Pretty much.
So 3 Apache and a Brontosaurus.
Yeah, I feel like light, traveling light is better. But I mean, it's up to you guys. You've got the money.
I mean, if we get the Brontosaurus, we should get at least one Upanshi, because having one person who can fly. Like if Roman's on the Upanshi, he can offer sky.
I put in brackets how many there are of each.
Or just anyone ranged, really. It's a bit-
The
Depends if we have the coin
Brontosaurus
for it.
is also it's like a CR5 monster.
I'm studying all of these guys as closely
Yeah.
as I can.
Yeah, the Brontosaurus is CR5.
You can polymorph into it.
What level stuff can you polymorph into?
Up to your level.
Wait, what?
No, polymorph, not wild shape. Yeah.
Yeah, polymorph.
Oh.
You can higher than what I can.
Yeah.
Shapeshift into.
Although, like, the highest level. Well, it's basically level 9. Really. That's the only CR. Like, it's the highest beast.
I love the Opanchi.
As fun as it would be, boat is more practical.
I know.
Say.
Everybody knows, Roman.
Let how do you have some fun, Roman? God.
I tell
Yes,
you
but the
what.
longer
at
we
some
remain
point-
here, the more tempting it is just to buy these animals for the sake of.
I mean,
Don't make me fall in love with them.
I can
I've already named that one.
Well, it's tough. Well, it's not his real name, Jaden. It's very rude of you to name him.
Don't talk to Jeff like that.
No. You should go over to the canoe shop, Jaden.
Pony, I can always see what I can attract towards us.
Ooh.
Sometimes.
Oh, where's my
Oh, yeah.
cactus?
So
What?
canoes, on the other hand, you can see that canoes are 50 gold pieces each, and they can hold up to 6 creatures at a time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I was thinking we'd need 3 or something.
No, canoes are pretty big.
Now, the question is, do we get one for the 6 of us, or have two canoes?
2 in case there's an escort mission.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Or,
I
you
think
know.
we'd be more comfortable with all of our things as well.
3 for the extra loot.
Excuse me.
We don't need to spread ourselves that thin.
No, I'm not throwing one of those.
No, of course.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Norman and
It's just
Gara
me.
can row.
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
I do not do good at rowing.
You could if you wore the belt.
That is true.
I feel like we need to do that for one day. But yeah, two then.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's only 100 gold for 2 canoes.
Let's do it.
Yes, we not need
Roman will
many
write it
men.
off as a business expense and hand the man 100 gold each.
And you'll get 2 canoes that will be pulled up onto the shoreline for you.
Yay!
I found it. I found it.
Alright, it wasn't eaten. Oh, shame.
Okay. Well, I mean, we gotta shore them up till tomorrow.
So perhaps O'Neill, myself, and Norman in one boat, Neve, Jaden, and Gara in the other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seems
Sounds
fine
cool.
by me. We going back to the inn?
I think so.
I cannot believe.
I mean, I guess we spent sort of like all day kind of like
Yeah.
wandering around,
Yeah.
exploring, speaking with locals, and then head back to the inn to rest up and prepare for our journey tomorrow.
Easy. You can see that the 2 Vidormian gentlemen are still there. Still chilling.
Do you need more time for your ritual, O'Neill?
Yes, it will be at least tomorrow before I can do the ritual that,
Okay.
for the information.
Yes.
I will meditate tonight, and we will see what we can glean tomorrow.
Aye. Well,
Yeah,
let's
that way.
get some drinks.
So
Oh, yeah.
you get some drinks in, and these ones are on the house, seeing as you've paid for some quite fancy rooms, as it does come with some complimentary drinks and some food as standard, but you then can rest up for the evening, as you have now secured a mode of transport. I'm very surprised you didn't want the big brontosaur and to get immediately
my
attached.
soul.
really did.
I want it so much.
I really wanted the Brontosaurus and the 3 flying.
I really wanted to fly around the jungle on a cool mount, and then protect it with my life.
Like, I put that in and I'm like, these guys are definitely going to buy this. They're not going to get canoes. Well, fuck me, I guess.
We got burned last time by having incredible amounts of heartbreak when we had to give up the animals.
Just keep the Brontosaurus with you. Take that. That's going on every boat you go on.
Yeah, I mean, like the animals would have been useful in the long run because of going around the rest of the jungle, but the boat gets us to Zudak fastest. We might be able to get animals
I
there.
have my ways. Temporarily.
And also, yeah, if we once we boated up to Zudak, when we go around the jungle, Neve can just turn us all into fart clouds and we can fly around.
Or get us some cool mounts.
I'll get that.
Yeah. Man, I wish Phantom
Slightly
Steam
more
lasted
stylish.
longer. It's kind of pointless. They only last an hour.
Right, I know you probably haven't really got any need for like any long rest or anything like that. I'm pretty sure everyone's...
do.
Okay, yeah, feel free to have your long rest, return slots and whatnot, and you will wake up in the morning at the crack of dawn as the golden sun rises and kind of just hits the bay. Quite nice, the mouth of the river, and it's really quite nice. You can see it kind of being silhouetted by some of the sea stacks, and it kind of dances light across the very still and crystalline clear blue water. And Holy Weapon has been swapped for Legend Lore. You are awoken and there is breakfast already served outside your doors. Your rooms are very fancy. There's like nice potted plants, some nice kind of dressing screens and things like that, mirrors, hand fancies and stuff like that.
So we'll have a nice breakfast and Legend Lore.
Yeah.
Oh, like my head's banging, lad.
That's because you're a fool.
What's in my face? It fucking hurts. Oh, why is there Is that a pin?
No, it's probably from your pet cactus.
Oh, what cactus?
Something you picked up yesterday.
Something that you're gonna protect with your life and make sure it grows up big and strong.
Yes, you swore.
Just like those insects.
Tries to not mention the insects.
Thinks guiltily about the insect.
Yeah,
Yes, he does.
for some reason.
But headbutting them doesn't help. How are you doing, O'Neill? Hey,
I can
any more
I can do the thing. I don't know if you want to. We can do it now, or we can maybe wait until later when we going to settle down after travel.
We could do it now. We may as well, I would say.
Yes,
Let's
I
just
can.
get it done. Well, we have the opportunity and respite before we chance running into him in the jungle.
Then Honeyle will go back up to the room that she was in, and she'll get her 4 ivory strips out, place them down, light a few candles, and start lighting a lot of incense worth 250 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Right,
And she will cast Legend Law.
on Vershan.
Vershan.
Okay. Right, is that come through properly? That music? It has. Right. Let me just scroll down. Vershan, first appearing during the second invasion of Thaera, circa 1627. Vershan, the Infernal Knight, is the tale of one you would not expect to be for a creature as cruel and dispassionate as he. Only the oldest of records and holy texts will remember what he was before he became the most fearsome knight Thaera has ever had the misfortune to know. Now a servant and general to the great corruptor's armies, he is a bastardization of everything the knights of the Eastern Kingdoms and he once stood for. No honourable words spill from his lips, no deeds of chivalry nor acts of heroism are left in his scabbard. Only a villainous evil remains in this hollow shell of a paragon. Accompanied by a retinue of followers, just as a knight would, these fiendish travel companions can be seen to be a deadly support to the already deadly fiend, giving him all the adoration, bolstering strength, and inspiration he needs to reap the souls of the innocent in his unholy sword. Similar to some locals of Thaera who have found means of tapping into the power of their own soul and life force, Vershan is able to wield the power of the souls from each of his victims and turn them into powerful maledicts and rights to adapt to any situation he is confronted with. For every victim of his cruel blade, his power grows. Whatever power or deeds the great corruptors use to enlist the greatest of Thaera's knights is truly a terrifying and baleful prospect to ponder.
There was this knight. He was someone once before. Some hero of old.
I don't like it.
Ooh, panic. Okay, let's skip.
There's the music and the key change.
The lore was threatening me.
The law was threatening. But I will copy and paste that into the thing for you.
Thank goodness the relaxing drums are back. And the relaxing dinosaurs. Oh,
The relaxing dino rolls.
We're just sitting outside the door whilst like the incense smoke is like going with the deep door. The gap.
So that was your legend lore on Vershan?
Obviously, Honeyle will be relaying all of this.
Yeah, well, I'd imagine that was all then immediately relayed as Honeyle said it to the group.
Oh.
I imagine she's like like in a trance, just writing it down.
Yeah, it's all written down.
kind of strange if he's meant to. If he's sort of keen on doing the whole like duel thing, but there's no chivalry left in him.
It's like his own twisted sense of chivalry and honor.
Okay.
He takes his foes one on
It's what
one
I
and
can
destroys them.
assume.
Gotcha. Well, what a lot.
Well, so we'll be able to learn more about him from the kingdoms in the east.
We just gotta get there.
Well, if Maisie makes for there, perhaps she can help us.
Yes, perhaps.
As Ella continues to search in the desert, correct? For the source of the Persian.
Correct.
Yes.
Until then, I feel like we need to try and get as far as we can.
Perhaps we could make contact with Maisie today. Tell her that we've made it to the job.
You do have sending stones with her.
We do.
Yes, just let me know what you want me to send. I can send message.
Just tell her that we've made it to. Which one is this? Zutak?
Zutor.
Zutor. Just tell her that we made it to Zutor and ask when she intends to make for the Eastern Kingdoms of Vidor.
One, two, three.
And we've got another sending stone as well that's got Ella printed on it.
There we go.
Network.
Maisie, we have made it to Zutor. When
It's
do you
the
intend
Eastern.
to made for the
Eastern.
Easter Kingdom of Fedorn? Love from Honiel. X.
Okay.
Like, what next then?
You have a collect call from O'Neill.
Do you wish to accept the charges? The spell slots.
No.
No.
My spell slot.
I do spells.
You get a message back. I'm on the boat now, just circling the Callan Isles. I'm glad you made your journey safely. I should arrive in a few weeks.
Oh, she's on the
X.
boat.
Yay.
She's on the boat, and will be arriving in a few weeks.
Oh.
We have some time before she will be making it there.
Not the best kind of timing, but you know.
Aye. Although this jungle is large and may take a long time to navigate.
I hope not too long. It shouldn't.
Well, perhaps with your transportation spell, it might save us some time on our journey.
I have to get there first.
Aye.
Double back though.
No, I mean the wind transportation spell.
Can do. But I feel like we should get the lay of the land first.
Aye. Boat to Zudak it is first.
Okay, so are you guys ready to head off on the first leg of your journey in the jungles?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's move players onto the player jungle map. So let's actually make that token a little bit bigger. As you start off in Zutor, on the edge of Daradam Bay. You will be able to, if you're travelling on foot, you can move about 2 squares per day. Travelling on boat, that goes to 3 hexes. Air, completely different story. But we will break up travel into 2 little segments. We'll break it down into morning and afternoon. And what I have done is given you a little list of travel tasks. So basically the way we're going to break down travel is we're going to say, right, for today, what are you doing in the morning and afternoon? And we can gloss over that to try and expedite travel, but also give you something to do on each day. Sometimes there might be random encounters and things like that. Sometimes there won't. Sometimes there'll be encounters at night. Sometimes there won't. But here are your travel tasks. So the first one is pretty simple. It is navigate. That is mainly applies if you're going in a direction that isn't really strictly adhering to a river. It's very hard to get lost going up a river. But you could take a wrong branch or something like that, so there still is a potential of that.
Yes, don't challenge us, Rob.
If you fail and get lost on a navigation check, then instead of moving in the direction that you want, I will be moving you in a random direction until you get your bearings and find yourself again. Scouting. Normally, when there are random encounters, it all goes off your passive perception, whether you notice them, because you're actively doing something else. But if you are scouting, you get to use your active perception, so you get to roll to perceive things that are trying to sneak up on you. Scavenge, that's for getting alchemical supplies. We do that a lot already. You can do crafting. If you are, say if you're on a boat or on the back of an animal, you can do crafting, but it does have a -5 penalty to it because it's not a stable condition to do any kind of intricate work. And also, there is cover your tracks. Rumour has it there might be an evil fiend knight looking for you. You can try and cover your tracks. And then there is assist. You can just give someone an advantage on a roll. Or there is restful travel. Instead of sitting down for an hour, you might actually want to be getting somewhere with reasonable speed. You can choose to take it easy, and whilst you are travelling, you can rest up and have a short rest. Does that all make sense? Anyone got any questions about the travel tasks?
No, all's good.
Okay, so I will go left to right, and it might take a little while for you guys to get into a groove of who wants to do each task. But for the first bit of travel, you would get into your little canoes and you start to sail up the mouth of the Daradam River and start heading towards Zudak. So, who is going to be your navigator? That's probably the first most important question.
Eve.
Eve.
Yep.
I feel like I've been volunteered.
Perhaps.
It is up to you.
That's fine. I can do that.
Okay, so Neve, I assume you're going to be navigating for the morning and the afternoon.
Yeah.
As there are occasional little branches that go off from the river and things like that, ones that you don't know if are particularly the right way to go or not, and your general guess is most of them are small little tributaries coming in from the mountains, but it still does require a navigation check. But you're doing it at advantage because it's very hard for you not to figure out where you're going. And thanks to that advantage, you did not get lost on your first day.
Yay!
Fantastic.
Yay!
And can you roll again for the afternoon, as we'll gloss over that? Okay, so the first day goes off without a hitch, and you actually move 3 hexes. Kabam. Jason, what would you like to be doing for the day?
I'm going to be covering the tracks.
Covering the tracks. You're not leaving any tracks, you're in a boat.
Oh,
Okay.
not yet.
Here's a letter.
I'm going to scavenge.
Scavenge, so you're keeping an eye out on kind of the shore and coastal line to see if there are any kind of supplies or any kind of decent herbs and things like that. So feel free to roll a survival or nature check.
Oh, I would like to assist.
Ooh, yes, Norman will be helping you for are you doing this for morning and afternoon?
Morning.
Just the morning. Okay, so Norman will be helping you for the morning.
Indeed. Oh, heck. What is Gara's survival, by the way?
Okay, so unfortunately, you're not really seeing anything. More than likely, this is quite a travelled path and route, and all the easy-to-find alchemy herbs and stuff would have already been picked by someone else. So, Jaden, what would you do in the afternoon?
Let's see. probably have a little scout as well. He's trying to
Okay.
help the group. Yeah.
Okay, feel free to roll perception, and we'll use that as your
Robin
active
will
search.
be assisting the morning and afternoon scouty person.
Okay. So roll with advantage. Roll perception with advantage.
Oh.
Okay, terrible.
My
Amazing.
passive is 16. Will it still fall back on that?
Yes, you'll still fall back on your passive perception of 16.
Yeah, and Neve's passive perception. Lots.
Of what?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, lots.
Okay,
Wait, isn't it like 20? Sorry.
Honiel, what do you want to do for your morning and afternoon travel?
Anil's just gonna have a relaxing boat ride, but she will keep an eye out for any, like maybe water-based plants and herbs and bits and bobs that we can snap along the way.
Okay,
So
roll
we'll do a scavenging.
Yeah.
Like survival,
survival or nature.
and
Not-
afternoon, maybe.
In the afternoon, yeah. So roll a d20 for me.
So it was going to be a thing of all the party just like showing random plants.
15. So this is coastal, and you have found a sandvine. So sandvine is a... Let's have a look. Sandvine, a relatively rare rope-like seaweed found along temperate or warmer coasts. It grows both above and below water and is commonly rooted to a small rock. Can be dried and used as rope. Using the herbalism kits, its juices can be extracted to produce vine oil, a topical anesthetic granting 5 temporary hit points for 1 hour. Has the side effect that within 24 hours of use, a creature cannot stabilize on its own. So even with successful death saves, the creature or person must be assisted. Regular loose gives a creature a signature odor of salt and slightly rotted fish.
Ooh, look what I found, Eve.
Oh, that's cool.
Can we put that in the Herbie?
I'm currently doing so. What reagent was it?
Sandvine.
Yeah.
Also, by this point, you've been travelling for the most part of the day, and the trees have been getting larger and larger. These are Goliath-sized trees. Very big, very different colours of greens, purples, blues, and they all have these big vines dripping down from them. And the jungle canopy does seem to start to grow ever more invasive over the top of you. And there's lots of different kind of like gaps and breaks in it that send down the sunlight, but it is quickly getting an enclosed feeling to it as you get underneath the jungle. You can see that all the plants here grow to a much larger size than you've ever seen anywhere else. The mushrooms, Goliath, the general ferns and things, absolutely huge. The logs and fallen debris, also very big.
Oh wow!
Giants.
Isn't this place great?
Ooh.
Huge.
I
Yeah,
wish
so
there was a small
for my
region like Scotland.
is Gara having an active task?
No, he's not.
Because I was going to say, can he either scout in the morning or assist me? To
Yeah,
scout
yeah,
in the morning?
he'll assist you. He'll just assist people. So he'll assist you in scouting in the morning.
Let's see. Haha.
Amazing.
Someone's got to keep an eye out.
Someone will beat Neve eventually.
Right. Neve has been doing. What were you doing in the afternoon? You were helping with scouting, weren't you? Sorry, that was to James. Roman was helping with scouting.
Yeah.
Neve was doing the navigation. Nick helped with scavenging in the morning, and then in the afternoon, what were you doing, Nick?
I was going to scavenge, yeah. Trying to do it.
Yeah, feel free to scavenge.
Wow,
Gara could assist with that.
I lost all the herbs we've got.
Yeah, Gara will help with that, so you can roll again.
Yay! Better.
Unfortunately, not high enough.
Balls.
Why?
And that is the first day of travel. It's actually been really calm and still. You can hear lots of different animals and things kind of going around. You occasionally see a little lemur bat flying around. A few different, there's lots of small animals that you're seeing at the moment. You haven't seen anything particularly huge or big. but there are constantly animals and kind of monkeys, other kind of like simians, smaller quadrupeds, things, and they all kind of come out of the jungle, kind of like sides, and kind of watch you before skittering off like a scared deer. And you will have to kind of shore up and set up camp at this point, as it's getting it gets darker quicker, because even when the sun starts to go down, suddenly it's very dark underneath the tree cover.
Well,
Land hoy.
let's moor up and camp up.
Yeah. So feel free to... Oh, I've already dragged you on. As this will be your little campsite.
Ooh.
These are all Shrimp and Art originals, and just so you know.
Oh, yeah. Do not steal.
No, you can steal if you want. But we'll sort out watches. Gara is very tired, so he does not do any watches.
Yeah.
And he will, if anything does happen, he will not wake up.
I'll do the first watch.
Cool. I'll do second.
Honiel says nothing.
I'll do the third.
I'll take last one.
Oh,
So-
that is so good of you.
You can easily set it up into little fours and stuff. But is there anything, like, at any point I bring you onto the camp map, you can feel free to do whatever camp roleplay you want. Like, I don't want this to be a lifeless journey. You are all characters, and you do things. But if you don't,
Ooh.
if you don't want to, you don't have to.
I love camp roleplay.
Yeah,
It's been a while since we've been camping.
Yes, I know it is uncomfortable, and I don't like it.
Neve,
At least
you
it's
almost
not
have a
bad.
very... must be a very comforting feeling to you, finally being somewhere, and you can just hear all the sounds of the jungle just alive with activity, and part of you just wants to walk off and be one with the nature and just go completely feral.
It's like honey, like there's just you're not alone when there's like all of the movement around and whatnot, and everything's
I'd
alive.
rather be
Like,
alone.
it's a cold like city.
And nice and quiet, and in a nice bed, and you know.
I find it helps me sleep having the little noises. Bugs going about their way and the birds above. You know, sometimes you just have to like lay back and listen to it all.
No, I do not like it. Honiel casts a spell. She's gonna make a really tiny temple of the gods.
What's Temple of the Gods do?
It's basically like a magnificent mansion, but for clerics.
Wow.
It opposes fiends and undead.
Okay.
Has it got like really muscly statues outside, just like little ones?
And it smells like lovely incense.
Oh,
It just
okay.
We
says
stay in there.
it just says an unoccupied cube up to 120 feet on each side. It doesn't say that it has to be 120 feet. And a really small chapel of the gods.
What? There could have been room for everyone.
Yes, there could have been.
Wow.
I thought people liked camping.
I mean, you've just got to like squished a bunch of the wildlife underneath it. No, never mind.
Jaden, you might want to stay in here.
Yeah, sure. After my watch.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
How many nudie pictures are decorating the wall?
All of the nudie pictures. There's so many. It's like a sea of nudie pics that all like meld into one giant nudie pic.
Oh, a collage.
Ooh.
This is just orgies everywhere. Right, so who was first watch?
Jaden.
Jaden. Okay, so if everyone is ready to head to sleep.
Sleepy time.
Sleepy comfy in my little temple. Teeny tiny little temple.
Right, Jaden, what do you do on your watch?
Gonna have a little patrol around them. He's just gonna listen to the sounds of the jungle because, like, this is all quite new to him. So
Yeah, it's
Probably-
very noisy and almost chaotic, but there is a deep rhythmic beauty to it. Everything has its place.
I think Jaden's gonna spend his time just appreciating it and, I guess, learning from it as much as he can.
Yeah, that sounds cool to me. But your watch will go by uneventfully. And it is time for you to wake up whoever was next on watch.
Neve, was it? Oh, he's gonna wake up Neve. Oh, it's your
My
turn.
growls a bit. Wow. Oh, right, yes.
Did O'Neill say I should stay in there?
I mean, it's not really the whole experience, though.
Oh, you're right. I'm going to go in the tent. Good night.
Nice.
Oh,
And I'll settle myself on the log, kind of centering myself and kind of like thinking back of times gone by.
Okay. Your watch will go by uneventfully, Neve. So feel free to wake up whoever is next.
Oh, I can't remember who's next. Oh, wake up, Roman. Poke. Poke. Poke.
I think
Is Roman just in a catatonic sleep?
Oh, you're alive. Okay.
Was Neve going to bite him then? Well, he said,
No.
not let him go to waste.
I was expecting someone else.
You do
Okay.
cannibalism. I mean, I couldn't remember who was next. But, so you're
Okay. Roman will get ready for his watch.
and Eve just like curls up and falls asleep in that tent.
amazing.
Doesn't Eve even sleep in a tent, or she just curl up by the fire?
I mean, she was very tempted to, but she's out of the tent. But she doesn't get the concept of personal tent.
Right, so Roman, what do you do on your watch?
Roman is very on guard. As much as he was trying to relax in the city, the knowledge of this, of Vasham being out there, has him on edge. So he spends a lot of time on his feet, trolling around.
Okay, can you roll perception, please?
Yeah.
I just rolled a dice and my eyes widened, and unfortunately, even with your natural
Oh, no.
20, the natural 20 of the monsters was much stronger. But yeah, you can carry on as you were.
As he's just wandering around the camp.
Jaden, what's your passive perception, Jaden?
It is 14.
14. Okay, Jaden, you're gonna slowly wake up as you can feel something tickling your foot.
Oh, fuck. Did I leave that cactus out? He's going to look down.
You can see there's a vine on your foot, and it's slowly kind of like coiling its way around.
He's going to slap it off. Oh, get off.
It grabs on real hard as soon as you make any kind of movement right there, and it starts to wrap around you unbelievably quick.
Fuck. I thought that was you, Neve.
23 does hit as you are now grappled, as there seems to be a vine coming in from the side of the tent and has found you, and you take 13 bludgeoning damage as it starts to constrict and grab your leg. We are going to roll initiative as you can Roman, you can hear Jaden screaming. Neve, you will awake naturally at the end of next turn because of your very high passive perception.
Leave me.
Yeah, everyone feel free to roll initiative.
Yeah, I just clicked out of the game. Real dumb, like.
That is pretty dumb.
Yeah.
I forgot to select my token. Can you put it back down to 3, please?
Yes, of course I can. I'm pretty sure you can change it yourself, but that is fine.
Wait, what? Okay, that's fine.
Right, okay. The peaceful music. Jaden, you are grappled and restrained.
Um,
There is a vine coming in from the back of your tent.
can I spend a key point to get my wraps on fire? Set my wraps on fire?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah. And can I use that to get out or hurt them in any way with the fire? Or
You're not sure. You can either try and do that, or you can try and do the normal escape check.
yeah, I'm gonna try and just burn them.
Okay, so make an attack roll. You are restrained, so disadvantage. As you punch, and you seem to connect, but the fire seems to almost be dulled when you're punching these vines.
He's gonna do it again.
Roll your damage.
Dull again. This is don't roll damage because you're not attacking the actual thing. You're just attacking a general viney appendage, and unfortunately, you can tell that whatever this is, it is very resistant and durable to fire.
He is going to.
Oh, you're immune to poison damage, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, he's just gonna flurry of bows and spend a key point, flurry of bows, and just keep punching it.
Yep, it's doing nothing, unfortunately.
Oh, fucking help! Fire does nothing!
Neve, you are surprised, but you do wake up at this point. But that's your round.
Yeah.
Next up, Roman, you can actually see the bush moving. Or a bush moving, and it slowly creeps forward. And let's measure this out. You're out of range. It's creeping closer towards you.
Ugh.
It's not allowed in my front door.
Where is your front door, by the way, Becky?
Let's say, I go, here. Why not?
That's
or here. Either or.
That's fine. This one's actually probably going to dash forward. It moves a little bit closer. It seems to be flopping and unfurling its little vines and moving forward. You can also see there is another bush that is coming forward and conveniently ignores Gara. One of them over here, you can see, searches around for Norman's tent, trying to find something as it tries to constrict him.
Wake up, everyone! We're under attack!
Norman, what's your armor class without your armor on?
Bit about. It is. Oh, I've got my shield on too.
You don't have your shield on when you're sleeping.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, sorry, yeah. I thought he was like, I sleep with my shield on. And I was like, what?
I sleep with my shield over my face and lungs. It's 12.
Okay, so you can feel yourself being pulled from underneath your bedroll as something has grabbed you around the waist, crushing and squeezing at you and is trying to yank you out of the tent. You take 15 bludgeoning damage.
Ow.
But you're awake.
But now I'm not surprised anymore.
I think you will be surprised. You will have to take your turn to be surprised, essentially.
No.
Roman, it is your turn.
I'm up. Can I see whatever's grabbed Jaden at all?
What's your passive perception?
Like 9?
No. You can just hear him screaming.
In that case, Norman turns to the immediate threat, being this assassin vine here. It's nice and close, so he casts Blight.
Ooh.
And it's a plant creature, so make the con save at disadvantage. I'll take max damage.
Yeah, it will do that. It fails. What's the max damage?
Just remember. 72.
72. You can see so much of it turns, withers, and collapses into mulch. It doesn't make a noise or anything. It just blasts it. There's a horrible noise of the negative energy coursing out. And you can see a lot of it has turned into a horrible black. Some of it's even like slightly ashy now.
And he steps back this way, and that's my turn.
Next up, we have an assassin vine, which is going to go for Neve at disadvantage. Neve, I'm guessing your AC is not.
No, it'll be lower than 16 because I've got my armor too.
Okay, so a similar situation as you have been grabbed and wrapped around as something's trying to drag you out of your tent. You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage, and you're grappled and restrained.
Oh dear.
Next up is the Assassin Vine on Jaden, which is going to make its attack with advantage because it's already got a hold of him. And it's going to try squeeze again. 18 is a miss, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a miss. As Jaden is thrashing, kicking, and turning, and it's not able to squeeze any tighter. Honiel, you're still asleep.
Honiel.
Norman is surprised. Jaden, it's your turn.
Go for the key point and use lightning damage
Okay.
instead.
You still can't see the mass of what this thing actually is. You can only see just a little vine.
Yeah, you still got nothing to hit, and you're still sort of stuck.
Grappled and restrained, yeah.
Okay, can I
So really trying to
get out of that? Yeah.
Make an escape check.
Athletics?
Or acrobatics, your choice. Yep, you're able to twist, turn, coil, and move as you use your action to slip free of the Assassin Vine's grasp.
He's gonna fucking run.
Yep.
Oh, fucking hell! And he's gonna spend a key point and use the dodge action.
Oh, wait, Norman, at the start of your turn when you were surprised, you should have taken 22 poison damage. Alright, what was that, Jaden, sorry?
Spend a key point to take the dodge action.
Yep, that's fine. Neve, you don't take poison damage either, do you?
I do not.
Yeah, you're fine, you're just grappled.
Yes, I was double checking. It's only somatic that's primal savagery, so can I try and bite it? Or do I need to try and escape?
You would need to try and escape, as it's
Okay.
essentially just a prehensile vine that's there.
Yeah,
So,
I will try and do that.
okay.
Is that athletics?
Athletics or acrobatics?
That will be athletics.
As unfortunately, they've grabbed you really tight, and you're struggling in your sleepy stupor. It's kind of got around, it's kind of pinned your arm in a weird position, crushing it tight against your chest. And that's your action to try and get out. Any bonus actions?
No.
Okay. An Assassin Vine moves a little bit closer and sees... It can feel Jaden as it goes for a disadvantage constrict on him. It misses, as you can see a vine coursing up through the dirt and trying to grab a hold of your ankle, Jaden. You're able to quickly dodge out the way.
Oh fuck! What the fuck's going on?
Being attacked by plants. Wake the hell up, Honiel!
Yeah,
Do I mind?
probably not. She'd need someone to come in and actively wake her.
Oh yeah.
That's just out of range. The one on Norman is going to continue to squeeze for 11 bludgeoning damage. As you can hear Norman cry out in pain. As you can see that there are some roots and vines kind of coming in underneath his tent. Roman, it's your turn.
We need to help Norman. First, as a bonus action, Roman. First, bonus action, Roman casts Hex on this vine here.
Yep.
And he'll give it disadvantage on strength checks, I guess.
Gotcha.
And then he's going to hit it with an Eldritch Blast and try and shove it away.
Go for it.
Okay. Blast.
That's a hit.
For 8 damage.
8 damage, and is it knocked back 10 feet?
Yes.
As you can see it barrel back and stumble further back as you can see the force damage blasting off more leaves and planty mulch.
And he brings his hand round and blasts it again, trying to finish the thing.
You do, as it bursts into a shower of leaves and vines and collapses down back to the earth.
Moves this way, and seeing Norman in peril will send his third blast at this thing. Which is not.
It is behind the tent, so it would kind of be behind cover there.
That's fine.
As in total cover, sorry.
All right. In that case, he continues to move this way.
Yeah, you'll be able to see it there.
Good. That's all my movement. And he throws out his final blast. And
That's a hit.
Tries to shove the thing further away. 10 force damage.
It moves back 10 feet, but still, its vines hold on to Norman.
Damn it.
Next up, the vine on Neve is going to constrict some more, and hits for 12 bludgeoning as it squeezes tighter on you, Neve.
Wow.
This one here has lost its Jaden and wants to find it. It slowly shambles forward. Honiel is asleep. Norman, you are awake and up. You can do stuff, but at the start of your turn, you take 18 poison damage. As the horrid, poisonous barbs around this thing start to stab, sting, and pierce as they are choking you.
Alright, so I'm going to try and escape. Is that athletics or acrobatics?
Your choice.
Yay. No.
Oh my god.
I'll action surge.
Yep. And you do break out. As you try and struggle and get free, you feel a surge of adrenaline as you flex your mighty muscles and burst out of the vines as they shrink back away.
Stand up and I look for my whip and then I grab it.
Yep.
That's all I got time for.
Jaden.
I am going to go help Neve.
Now go wake Honiel.
Oh, fucking hell. Bang, bang, bang. Honiel! Honiel!
Honiel, you'll be surprised next round as you can hear Jaden banging on your little church door.
Sanctuary! Sanctuary! The fucking jungle's attacking us on here! Wake up!
You know, Jaden.
Okay, he'll burst in. Yeah, the jungle's attacking us, you know.
Oh!
Get up!
Okay.
You get an eye full of titty.
Dude, now I've got my
fucking
shirt on.
That's every day.
Yeah, that is every day, but it seems worse when she's sleeping.
Yeah. Jaden will step out and take the dodge action.
Okay, Neve, it's your turn.
Okay, Can I try and turn into a smaller creature with my beast shape and try and wiggle out that way?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say that you could do
smaller. So I want to turn into like a sort of like a llama. Not a llama.
A llama? That's not
Not a
smaller.
llama. A lemur. That's what I was going for.
Yeah, a little
Similar
lemur.
letters.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So kind of
Ring-tailed
like a
lemur.
weasel. I would go with like the weasel stat block if that's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will try and make myself smaller and try and wiggle out.
Yeah, I'd say make a athletics or acrobatics at advantage as it tries to cramp down on you quicker.
And is what's it based off of?
You're
Is it Dex?
athletics, aren't you? So-
Dex or strength. So Dex for the weasel, I'd say.
Okay, and I'm proficient in my form, which
Yep.
is stuff. Oh no, I think we both have to be proficient.
So unfortunately, it does grab down still onto the weasel. As you try and shift, you're not quite able to shift quick enough. As soon as you give any bit of give, it squeezes tighter and is very reactive to holding onto you.
Unhappy squeaks
Yes.
emanate from the tent. That's the plan.
That assassin vine is dead. This one moves forward slightly. Is it in range? It is. It tries to go for Jaden. It misses as Jaden dodges and ducks out the way. This one moves slightly closer back towards Norman. And you can't really see him. It knows the general vibe of where he was, so it's going to try attack with disadvantage. Yeah, Norman, it's grabbed a hold of you again for 10 bludgeoning.
How much? 90? 10? Oh.
10, yep.
Not 90. No.
Roman, it's your turn.
Roman shifts his hex towards this assassin vine,
Yes.
and then he will start blasting it away from Norman. Get back in the jungle! Blast 1.
That's a hit.
14. For 20 damage. And it's shoved back. And 12.
Norman, your grapple is broken. 12 misses as you hit a stray log.
And he takes a further step this way. He's got a better line, so he can make his third shot.
Another hit.
Shove 18 damage and shove it away 10 more feet.
It is blasted indeed away.
And then run back into the middle. And that's my turn.
The assassin vine squeezes on the weasel. That's a weird sentence. For 11 bludgeoning damage.
I believe.
Make the check again with advantage, as it now has to adapt to you changing size again very quickly. As only you are much bigger.
Okay, so athletics.
As you are free, you burst through using the momentum of your growing size. You flex your muscles and break loose and tumble to a side. It's going to move closer to the tent. This assassin vine here creeps closer. O'Neill, you are surprised. Jaden's yelling something. The jungle. I don't know.
Oh, okay. And Honey will wake up.
Norman, it's your turn.
Oh, heck. I'm going to stand up and get my shield. And...
It's an action to equip a shield.
Yeah.
Yep.
Done. Use my bonus action to use second wind. Yeah.
You spit out a glob of poison that somehow made it into your saliva.
Oh, right.
Fixed.
Oh, God, what about Gara? Ah!
Oh, he's fine. He's sleeping through the whole thing, bless him.
Oh, okay.
I haven't noticed him.
Then I shall just remain here in position.
Okay. Jaden, it's your turn.
Right, Jaden is going to run over to this vine and start wailing on it.
Go for it.
Yeah.
That's 2 hits as you slash up, you slash down. You cut for 10. You cut for 18 points of damage. You start
And then he's
hacking bits away from it.
And then he's going to spend a key point and flurry of blows.
Yep,
There's lightning.
that's a hit. And another hit. For 9 lightning and 14 lightning.
He's going to take its reaction,
Yep, it has no reaction.
and he will dart.
Duck and
Here?
dive out of there, boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my turn.
Neve, it's your turn.
Okay, I will stand up. Does it look like there's vines in the tent currently?
It looks like there are vines looking around for you.
Okay, I'd like to try and get out of the tent.
Yep.
Grape me. So, 10 to get out there. I don't know if any of them try to attack me.
No.
And I will run over here, start seeing the thing, and I'm going to cast Insect Plague at the one that was attacking me.
feel
I'm
free.
gonna move my motion my hands upwards, and loads of bugs and whatnot are gonna start chomping down, trying to get their little leaves.
Okay, so the
That's
insect
it's
plague drops down.
huge.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did two of them.
No, I pulled one on as well, sorry.
So I will do it like that, so it's not super buggy. Actually, I can see the one in front of me.
Sorry, you could just fill Jaden's tent with bugs, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. There's just lots of swarming bugs and ants and all
No.
sorts of
They
Just
seem to
wander
come
on.
out of the ground, the air, the trees,
Yeah.
the bushes. They come from everywhere, drawn to a fly like honey.
I like honey.
Yeah,
I should.
honey is
It's
notoriously
not
carnivorous.
naturally drawn to
I
fly.
think they have to do like a con check. I don't
Um,
know if it's the start of the turn.
Trying to
Sorry,
ping
actually.
the spell?
yeah. Link the spell across.
Yeah, that's gonna be easier. Da, 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 do, do. Eh. Add stream. That's the wrong thing. No. There we go. I found it. No. Yes.
Okay, so the sphere surrounds the sphere remains for a duration. Its area is lightly obscured. The sphere's area is difficult terrain
It's a
when
con
the-
check straight away.
when the area appears. Okay, fantastic. So they'll both make a con check.
Mm-hmm.
So top one, bottom one. Bottom one passes. So roll 40-10. So one of them takes 20 points of piercing damage as the insects try to eat and mulch it apart. The little ants, normally proficient in cutting leaves apart, make quick, hasty work at tearing it out, whereas the other one seems to almost gird itself and brace itself against the horrid insects.
And it's difficult terrain if that even matters to them.
I don't think they can get less than 5 foot move speed.
That's fine. And so that's my turn.
Right, the assassin vine here that has just been slapped by Jaden, still sensing the quick movements of him, lunges forward and tries to grab him. But misses, as Jaden is much too nimble and fleet of foot as he dances around the area, hopping, jumping, weaving, as the vines surge and try to get him.
Aha, fuck that, fuck you, dickhead.
This next one tries to come back forward. Roman, it's your turn.
Oh, you get back there. Roman's going to try and finish off this one. Blessed it once.
It hits.
Back in the jungle. 12 damage.
12. It indeed reels back the 10 feet it made. Another hit
Of 12
for
damage.
12 damage. And another 10 feet back.
Yes.
And a final hit
For 10
for
damage.
10. It looks very shaky.
Damn it. So close. And that'll be my turn.
An assassin vine comes forward through the cloud of insects and goes for Neve as it lunges its constricting vine forward and hits for 10 bludgeoning,
Ow!
forcing her to concentrate on her spell.
No, my pretties. So, go on, check.
You just pass, but you are grappled and restrained.
Wow!
Can you roll another 4d10 for me, please? As it failed its check, it takes 25 points of damage.
So the bugs really get in there.
Yes. The next vine moves forward and goes for Neve. She's right there. Neve is grappled and restrained. As it misses, or what's your
I
AC?
think 14 is my AC.
Oh, unfortunate. As you don't have your bark skin up, it hits for 14 bludgeoning damage. As the peaceful music plays.
So peaceful.
Yeah.
Slow motion getting like attacked by these vines. So that's for that
You
one.
hold on to the insect plague, and it will make its save again. Well, a different one will make a save, and that one also takes 25 points of damage.
Help! Help!
Honeal,
Oh.
you are awake. You're not surprised
yeah.
anymore.
Hey,
You can
Honeal.
hear Neve crying for help.
stands up, steps out. Who is restrained currently?
Neve.
Just Neve.
Just Neve.
Just new.
That's fine then. Neil's gonna cast Scatter, but she's gonna target all three of these guys and also Neve. I want Neve to move here behind me.
So
I want them to make wisdom saving throws in order to resist it.
Okay, so we'll work top down. So there's 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3. Of course, the one grappling Neve passed.
That's fine because Neve is gonna be behind me. The other 2, which ones failed? Was it the top one and the bottom one?
Top one passed. Bottom 2 failed.
Okay, so I want this one to be moved to over here, far away, further away,
Yeah.
and this one can also go
Just over here.
here, just inside the insect.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
And Neve, be behind me, please. Neve, get here.
I'm quite happy.
And
to
then
fail
Honeal
that one.
steps back inside. That's my turn.
Norman,
Nice.
you've
Nice.
seen them all blink. Some of them seem to fly in an instant as they zip across like someone typed /TP assassin vine coordinates over there.
Yeah, what is this? What's going on? Is this good?
Stop distracting my sleeps. Plans.
I'll go here, I'll extend my whip range and attack this one.
Easy. Go for it. It hits for 13 slashing.
God.
Another hit
Ooh.
for another 9. And
I'll
our
use,
final hit.
I'll use a couple of superiority dice on this one.
Go for it. As it is turned into shredded ribbons, the serrated edges of grasping light making easy work as it hacks and cuts through like a loose saw blade flying through the vines.
My whip's all goopy. That's better.
Jaden, it's your turn.
Right.
Hold your ground, Jaden.
Okay.
Let
You'll-
these things work their way through this insect plague and come to us.
Yeah, he will go here, and he will take the dodge action.
You are nice and warm by the fire.
Yeah.
Neve, it's your turn.
I will take a little teeny tiny step out. Oh, how far away are they? Oh, they're really far away. I will hold a blight if one gets in range. I doubt it.
That would cancel the concentration on your...
Oh yeah. No, okay. I will cast Healing Word on Norman.
Okay.
scratched up, and then I'll step back into the thing.
Go and hide.
I know I said it was stupid, but it was alright.
Right. Next up is an assassin vine, which moves forward through the insects. And can you roll 4d10, please, Neve?
I can do. I'm just doing a little cheeky heal over there, and then.
And I'll roll for the next one as well.
Yeah.
So it takes 16 points. And then the next one is this one, moves forward 10 feet.
That's
And-
11 healing for Norman.
Roman, it's your turn.
Time to finish this one off. As he holds out the finger gun, fires. Blam!
It hits!
Blams it for 14 points of damage.
Explodes in a shower of leaves and bark.
And then he turns to the other side. As a bonus action, he shifts his hex onto this vine.
Yep.
And then he blasts it
A hit.
for 7 damage. And then he's going to drag it forward. I guess 5 feet, because it can't move 10 feet.
Yep.
Get wholly in that.
Okay.
And then his third and final blast, he's going to throw at the same one, but not move it anywhere.
Okay.
For 9.
9. On this one's turn, it moves forward. 10. It failed its save. It takes 16 points of damage from the insects. There is a horrid, a huge buzzing noise. Like it's very unsettling. It's not a pleasant noise hearing a swarm of insects thrumming against your ears.
Just chow down.
Yep. Honeal, it's your turn.
Ooh. O'Neill will step back out slightly. And we'll just do a couple of chill touches. We'll do one at each.
No.
Is it normal through the insect blade, or is it like...
It's lightly obscured, so disadvantage. Let me double check.
Wait.
Actually, lightly obscured.
Is it partial? Is it like a half cover or something?
I will double check. It shouldn't take me too long to look this up. No, it's just creatures have disadvantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on sight.
Right, okay. So, top one, miss. Bottom one, hit
Yep.
for a tragic 5 damage.
So which one was it, the top or bottom?
The bottom one took the damage, and she steps back inside.
Okay. Norman, it is your turn.
Oh shit.
Wait for it to get in whip range.
Yes, I think that is what I will do. I ready an action for when one gets close. If
Yeah, cool. Jaden, it's your
Okay.
turn.
Yeah, I will stand next to the Norman, ready in action for it if any get close to me.
Okay. Neve, it is your turn.
I will maintain waving my arms in the air and encouraging the bugs to do their thing.
Indeed you shall.
We wait for these vines to get just vaporized by the bugs.
Can you roll 4d10 again? As that one passes, holy shit! Oh my god, that's fucking huge. That definitely would have killed it, but it holds on. Roman, it's your turn.
Roman's going to blast both of them. First, he'll blast this one,
Okay.
which is... He hasn't
That's a
moved them
hit.
anywhere. For 14.
Turns into mulchy mess. Mulch is my favourite word for describing how these things die, and I need to think of a new one.
Mulch.
Mulch.
And then as bonus action, he shifts his hex to this one and blasts it as well.
Another hit.
Blast! 13.
13. As all the monsters are defeated.
She's still
Blows out his finger gun.
Oh, I didn't realise that they were on top of the tent. Oops.
Yeah,
They should-
just like a
crawling
mass
over.
of plants and like bugs.
Yeah, I mean,
that
the
retreat.
tent has been fucking...
They're probably more like going through the tent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On top of the tent, around the tent.
The tent's probably going to need.
All of your personal
Everybody
belongings have
okay?
had bugs on them.
No.
appears to be alive.
And you look fine, Jaden.
My
Yes, the
tent?
tent's a bit of a mess.
Well, but you are fine.
Oh, well, it touched me inappropriately.
I don't like these vines.
Yeah, that's the thing about these places is nature's real nice, but it will try and eat you.
We definitely need to be more careful then.
Those people who are hurt, just come and stand inside my little chapel.
Yay.
Go on, Norman.
Cheers.
You too, Jaden.
It's also you, Jaden. Okay, how hurt does Neve actually look? Because I can't see her HP.
It's like halfway.
Okay.
She's half
She'll-
dead.
She'll do a.
She's bloodied.
She'll do a couple of little cure wounds. We'll do Neve and Norman first. We'll do like 2 level 3 cure woundsies. You also. So Neve, you gain 27 because you get my wisdom modifier on top of it because you're in my temple.
Oh.
And Norman, you will regain 23 points of healing.
Yeah.
And do they still look pretty banged up? Because I'll do another. I'll do another couple of ones on them both. So, Neve, you gain 11, and Norman, you will gain also 11.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
But feel
They're
free
definitely
to...
looking better than they were, right?
Yeah, feel
Yeah,
free
yeah.
to finish your long rest now, guys.
Yeah.
I like the music, by the way.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it's good. Thank you.
Kind of forget when you're not on your own. You still actually have to, keep your wits about you.
Damn assassin vines. Good thing I
Your
grabbed the people
tent's
that were immune
free,
to
Jaden.
poison. For the most
Try to
part.
get it through my front door. They cannot open. They do not have hands.
But if you guys finish a long rest, it's about 20 past 11, and you've had your first little foray into the jungles of Thaera, and we will call the session there.
Nice.
Perhaps next time we should sit in a little slightly roomier temple. Might be safer from Bashan that way.
Yeah. Well, good night, folks. Thank you.
Bye.
Yes.
Thank you very much for watching, and I didn't even see that we got raided.
Whoa.
Yeah, the
Woo.
plan.
Right, good night everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Oh.